Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Wind River Stadium here, and we are joining the action just a little bit late. My name is Sean Obrate. Sitting next to me, as always, is Ernie Over. We've had a lot of internet problems. My car got stuck in the snow, and all sorts of things have happened, but we are here, and we are excited to bring you Wind River Lady Cougars versus Dubois Ladies Rams. And at the moment, it is Wind River up 4-0 with 5:45 left to go in the first quarter. And just want to give a big shout out to the staff here for getting us online. It's taken a while, but with no service out here, it is very, very difficult. So appreciate
Sean,
everyone here.
Angela Spoonhunter and Amanda Jenkins have both scored for Wind River, and that's where the 4-0 is. Dubois is now on offense in the blue uniforms.
And those are some nice blue uniforms, too. And, yep, a steal there, and it goes right into Karina Frederick, a junior. And during our first time out, we'll get everything set up with the starting lineups that we missed, as well as our keys to the game if we can get into it. But this is a great stadium here, Ernie. I know you went to school here a long time ago. Look at that three there by Belle Norris. I'm going to rip these.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's Natalie Walker that brings the ball down the court now for the Lady Cougars, over to Amanda Jenkins on top of the key. Near side now, Allison Tidsump, one of the starters. She's going to drive the baseline, kicks it up, and off the glass, not good.
Nice rebound there by Dubois. Dubois not a super tall team by any means, but they've been making it work for them out in the 1A right now.
Yeah, they have an 8-9 overall record coming into this contest. Wind River is 3-12.
Almost dropped the inbound the pass there. Now from the top of the key, you got Ariana Foster missing the three, and then it looks like there was a foul underneath.
Yeah, that'll be Allison Tidsump picking up her first personal foul. First team foul against Wind River. It was a shooting foul, so going to the free throw line now is Ava Jory. Dubois has not scored. This is their first free throw attempt in the game. 4:27 to go. First period, Wind River 6, Dubois 0.
And off the back of the iron, no good for the first one. And now we have Jonay Spoonhunter coming in. I dropped some papers here.
Yeah.
We're still trying to set up here. But there's no time like the present, as the second shot is up. And it is no good again off the back of the iron there for Ava Jory. Rebounded by Wind River's Natalie Walker. She's going to hand it off to Karina Frederick, who's really stood up there. I think she's going to call a travel, but first, before she travels, Wind River's going to call a timeout, and that gives us perfect time to get into our starting lineups that have already been kind of replaced here by some players. But our starting lineup is brought to you by Sutherland's. Did you happen to see who started here?
Yeah, I've got the starters for Wind River: Natalie Walker, Karina Frederick, Angela Spoonhunter, Amanda Jenkins, and Allison Tidsump. And for the Dubois Lady Rams, Mia Jory, Ava Jory, Kenzie Day, Marin Baker, and Ariana Foster were the starters.
And Marin Baker definitely one of the top players in the state, not just in 1A, but she is one of the best players to fill out a women's uniform here in the state of Wyoming for high school. I'm trying to get her stats pulled up here.
Well, she's averaging 24 points a game and 5.3 rebounds. That's pretty good numbers.
Yeah, that leads all 1A, and that actually in the 2A would be ranked as well pretty high. Yeah, that would be ranked way high. That's almost 10 points more than the next best player in 2A, which is a girl out of Kimmerer. So now Lady Cougars are going to pull it up, try and get across the timeline. And almost stolen there by Dubois, but they get the ball inside into the paint, and now a nice little look there
by Jonay Spoonhunter for 2.
Yeah, it's going to take me a second to get these numbers. And now a steal. And that's by Amanda Jenkins, and she gets an easy layup for 2, and it's all of a sudden 12-0, under 4 minutes to go in this first quarter. And now another steal by Wind River. Just bad passes here by Dubois. Nice little give and go there by Natalie Walker into the hands of
Amanda Jenkins.
Yeah, and Jenkins having herself a game already.
She has 6 points, Sean. Amanda has 6 points. Angela, Jonay, and Karina have 2 points.
And we are going to be doing this at every timeout here. As you see on our YO Today YouTube stream, we are donating cakes, pies. There was a lot of good-looking food out there.
Oh, I tell you what, this is their annual service week to benefit one of their former school board members, Patty Griffith. And we're having beautiful chocolate cake out there. Boy, that looks good enough to bid on.
I just didn't bring any cash, otherwise I'd be doing it. I'm telling you right now, if they were to cash up here, someone, we got a $40 here for this giant chocolate cake. And I think after this next timeout, maybe at the end of the first quarter, we'll go through some keys to the game. We already mentioned one, and that's to kind of box out Marin Baker, which they've done pretty well so far. And as far as the Wind River girls go, there's quite a few different players that could score here. But,
I tell you what, Sean, Dubois had real good success with that full court press they had, but a couple of bad passes has doomed them offensively. Let's see what they can get going here.
Yeah, and it's going to take a lot of work to get back from this, and now they're going to attempt a three from the right key. She pulls it down and goes inside. Missed the air ball there, but it was nicely put back in by number 11, Kinsey Day. She gets the rebound, if you want to call it that, and now it's Wind River ball up by 10 with 3:15 to go. Nice pass there over the timeline to Martina Large. Large passes it over to Jonay Spoonhunter. Spoonhunter passes it back out to Natalie Walker. Walker's at the top of the key. She pulls her shot, and she gives it over to Karina Frederick, who's going to try and dribble it around. She now pulls up their dribble. She's getting stuck. Almost bad pass, and it is a bad pass. Stolen by Dubois. Dubois now trying to push the envelope, coming down the court real quick. And it's going to be Marin Baker passing it over to Ariana Foster. Back to Baker on the top of the key. Cross-court pass over to Kinsey Day for three, and right off the front of the iron, no good. Rebounded by Wind River. Natalie Walker now going to take it slowly up across the timeline.
Yeah, Dubois pulled the press off there.
Yeah, as soon as it started to work, they pulled it off. And Wind River almost turns the ball over, but they get it back, and now Karina Frederick passes it over to Natalie Walker. Walker, nice bounce pass inside. Oh, but missing the ball, missing the two-pointer was Angela Spoonhunter. And now Dubois has a chance to try and bring it within double digits as they're down 12-2. Almost lost the pass there, and another three by Kinsey Day. No good, but rebounded by Dubois. And they're going to call that a jump ball, which means possession arrow goes to Wind River.
Well, so far, Dubois had a very effective press, and then they pulled it off, and they've been cold from the field, Sean. They've only hit one out of about 10 shots.
Yeah, Dubois is having a lot of struggle right now, but they do just steal the ball right there, and then they turn it back over. But, hey, last touch by Wind River, good for Dubois. That was Marin Baker who got the steal and then tried to not go out of bounds, ended up passing it off of the legs of a Wind River player. And now inbounding the ball, they're going to inbound it to Marin. Top left side of the key, and now she hands it off to Molly Sanchez. Back to Baker. She's going to dribble inside, take a little 10-foot shot, and that's good.
And that's her first 2 points of the game, and it goes 12-4 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's not going to be her last points of the day. Now Martina Large dribbling it down the court for Wind River. She gets double-teamed, and now it's going to be another jump ball, and that's going to be going to Dubois. That was a great little double team there by the Lady Rams, and Large is not passing the ball off until she gets word that
she gets trapped there. Yeah, in the corner here on the side. Dubois is going, by the way, from left to right on the new floor and new paint job here at Wind River High School at the Cougar Den.
Looks gorgeous. And now it's going to be Molly Sanchez passing it over to Marin Baker on the left side, far side. She puts up a three, and that's nothing but net.
Wow.
And now Marin Baker with the last 5 points. She brings it to 12-7 with just over 60 seconds left to go in our first quarter. And now Natalie Large barely passes it off to Tidzump, and Tidzump gives it off to Martina Large. Large gives it back out. And now it's going to be Amanda Jenkins who puts up a two. No good. That was from right below the free throw line, and Dubois trying to push it, and they're going to be stopped, and now it's going to be back over to Baker on the right side, near side for three. No good. That's going to be right off the back of the iron. Rebound by Wind River, and they got the outlet pass. Looked good, but she dropped it, and now it's going to be Allison Tidzump. She went up for the two, And I don't know what happened there. It must have just bounced off her foot and went out of bounds. But either way, that's a turnover on Wind River.
Yeah, that is their 4th turnover of the game. We've got 38 seconds to go here in the first period. 12-7, Wind River with the lead.
Kinsey Day going to dribble it up to the top of the key here. I would imagine they want to take this last shot. And it looks like they're dribbling it out. Now Baker near side, and now it's going to go back out to Molly Sanchez. Sanchez on the left side, far side. Back out to Kinsey Day. She looks to be the one controlling everything, telling players where to go, and she gives out to the right side of the key, passes it inside to Kira Wadge, who travels with it.
5th turnover for the Dubois Lady Rams. 12 seconds to go. Wind River may get a shot here. Let's see if that tough Dubois defense is going to hold.
Yeah, and it doesn't automatically. They get across the timeline real quick. Does Frederick, and Frederick going to get the ball out, and now she gets it back underneath the paint, and she shoots it out to the top of the key, and that was no good by Natalie Walker as time expired. So at the end of first quarter, it is 12-7, and Ernie, I think it's only respectable we get these players, or these people caught up with the players out here. We already went through our Sutherland starting lineup, and real quick, we've already kind of mentioned it. Our keys to the game brought to you by the Ranger newspaper and Lander Journal newspaper. And we definitely mentioned Dubois already. Marin Baker making her name known to start this game. Wind River, they have a few different players that you got to watch out for. Amanda Jenkins, one of the best players in 2A in steals. She's averaging almost 4 steals a game. And then we mentioned Natalie Walker. She's doing pretty well so far this season. She's averaging 30% from the three-point range. She's going to be someone you really want to watch out for. But Wind River, one of the worst rebounding and defensive teams in all of 2A. They are looking to defend their home court here and try and get some rebounds. Meanwhile, over in the 1A category, or should I say class, Dubois has had some of the highest scoring games of the entire season. They are averaging 46.4 points per game. That's 4th best in their class. And as far as rebounding goes, they are 5th best in the 2A, averaging almost 32 per game. That is going to be your keys to the game, brought to you by the Ranger and Lander Journal as we get back into action here with the second half starting. Ernie, I'm a little bit out of breath, but it's all worth it to get to a Wind River game. This is the first time either of us have been able to call one. Wind River getting trapped out here by the half-court line. They pass it off to Karina Frederick, who gets it inside. Nice two-pointer layup there by Amanda Jenkins.
That was Allison Tidsum.
Oh, that was Tidsum, 31
yeah.
and 32.
Yeah.
Two very different numbers there. And now Dubois having some trouble getting across half court. And they're still not over the timeline. Finally, they get over there just under 10 seconds. And it's going to be Marin Baker passing it over to 22 Belle Norris, who gets it into Kinsey Day, puts up a nice shot, but is bounced off the iron and rebounded there by Tidsump.
And that'll go to Wind River on the alternating possession. I tell you, Wind River has been doing a good job on the board so far, Sean. They've cleaned most of the offensive boards, but 2.
Yeah, definitely. And like we said, Dubois is averaging pretty well in the rebound market, but that is in the different class than Wind River plays in. And Wind River, again, gets the rebound off of a miss by number 5, Ava Jory. She was right under the basket. She just put a little bit too much oomph on it.
Well, the Cougars bring the ball quickly into the forecourt to avoid that trap situation.
Yes, and now they're giving it to Karina Frederick. She seems to be the leading point guard here, but she gives it off to Natalie Walker, who gives it back to Tidsump under the paint, and no good, and that wasn't Tidsump. I'm sorry, that's Jonay Spoonhunter. A lot of similar numbers here as we haven't called any of these players yet, so we're still getting used to their...
And Dubois turns it over on a bad pass out of bounds. Coming in now, Ariana Foster. She was one of the starters coming out of the contest as Belle Norris for Dubois. Wind River has it.
And now Amanda Jenkins, nice inbound pass right off the bat. Didn't want any trapping to happen there. She's going to get it near the top of the key. She hands it off to Karina Frederick, who puts up a 3, and off the backboard, no good. In and out after it hit the backboard, but Dubois is trying to rebound it, pushes it out of bounds, and it will still be Wind River ball.
6:43 to go until halftime. Wind River has a 7-point lead, 14-7.
And now nice inbound pass, super easy for Jonay Spoonhunter. There was no one around her. She just got the easy layup.
4 points now for Jonay.
And Dubois now facing this full court pressure. They have to pick up the dribble here. They get it across the timeline, almost traveled, and she's going to go all the way in. Nice little pass in there to Ava Jory, I'm sorry. but she has her shot blocked by Wind River right out of bounds.
Yeah, that was Walker who blocked that shot.
Now Dubois is going to get an inbound pass right underneath the basket. Let's see if they can make it look as easy as Wind River just did. And they do. They make it out to the right side of the key, and that's a 3-ball by Marin Baker, and that's good.
That's her second 3 of the game, now has 8 points in the contest.
And now Dubois double teaming on Wind River, and they're going to call that a jump ball. And that should be, Wind River's ball. Yeah. And if they can keep doing that, they have a good chance of getting back in this game, only down 6 with just over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Wind River has to do a better job in passing the ball in the backcourt. They hesitate, and that allows the Dubois players to double team them.
They definitely do. And now, look, they're getting double teamed again, but they find the open player here, Natalie Walker. She finds an inside pass in there to Spoon Hunter, who just shoots it off way too high, but she gets her own rebound. And that's Tidzump that gets the rebound, and she puts up a shot, and that's no good. Marin Baker now going to go coast to coast, puts up another 3 right off the front of the iron. She should have taken it to the house there. I don't know why she took a step back, but either way, Wind River gets the rebound, and it's Amanda Jenkins passing it off to Natalie Walker, and Walker back to Jenkins here. And now nice little give and go in there, and no good by Karina Frederick, but that was a great pass. And it looks like she stepped on the out-of-bounds line there.
Out of bounds, yeah. One of the coaches for Cody Klein is Mark Kress, who was an assistant coach for the boys team when Wind River had those 4 straight state championship appearances back in the early 80s.
Well, that was before my time. And, Marin Baker has her pass blocked there, but she ends up getting a little bit of a rebound there. And still, she gets the ball out now. At the right side of the key is going to be Kinsey Day for 3, and that was no good, and rebounded again by Wind River. They are already doing so much better on rebounding. And it's right down coast to coast by Karina Frederick. And somehow,
went off her leg and out of bounds.
She went a little bit too fast for her own good there. And now we have Angela Spoonhunter coming in for Jonay Spoonhunter. We have 3 Spoonhunters on this team.
5 minutes to go until halftime. Wind River 16, Dubois 10.
Marin Baker, nice little move there in between the legs, but she ends up losing it. And this is going to be no one in front of Wind River. And Karina Frederick gets the easy layup there after the steal.
That's her second basket of the game. She has 4 points, 18-10 now.
It's pretty obvious who Wind River's honing in on. Marin Baker gets the ball stolen again. And now it's going to be a little bit of hectic passing underneath the basket by Wind River, leads to an out-of-bounds play by Dubois. And so Wind River is going to get it under the basket.
Ava Jory knocked it out of the ball. That was a pretty smart play by Wind River. They got caught under the basket and just passed it out and then back in.
And now Angela Spoonhunter with her first shots of the game. No good, but rebounded there by Allison Tidzump, and she has an easy layup after that. It's 20-10 now.
And that's Allison's second basket of the game. There's another steal.
Wow, Wind River doing their best here. And Natalie Walker puts up a shot from the free throw line, and it is good. 22-10 now, just over 4 minutes to go in the second.
Wind River putting on pretty sticky defense in the backcourt, causing some bad passing. And there was she stepped on the end line, the sideline, and Wind River will have it. Now 9 turnovers, Sean, by Dubois.
Yeah, and it's all starting and stemming from this full court press by Wind River. That was actually a pretty good pass over 3 Wind River Lady Cougars, but the pass went into Mia Jory's hands, and she just stepped out of bounds, not expecting it. And now a nice bounce pass out to the right side of the key. No good for 3 there by Karina Frederick, but Wind River gets the rebound. Natalie Walker now another cross-court pass, and now they're going to look inside for the layup. No good, but she was fouled. And that was Tidzump again. She's making her presence known underneath the basket today.
And the Dubois personal foul is going to be whistled on Kenzie Day, her first, team's second. Not very many fouls, and we've got 3:43 to go until halftime. First free throws of the night for Wind River.
Tidzump, first one up and good. Tidzump on the season is a 49% free throw shooter, basically shooting 50%, and she shoots 100% from the line there. It is 24-10, 3:43 to go in the second quarter. Marin Baker, after taking a break, is going to come in for Sammy Becker, who was only in there for just a second. And now Dubois going to try and slowly come up the backcourt, and a long pass stolen by Tidzump. Tidzump going to dribble around Marin Baker, try and get on the baseline, and it's stolen by Dubois. And now Marin Baker is probably going to travel with it. Yeah, that looked like a travel. She just ran right into a Lady Cougar and couldn't get the ball on the ground.
Well, I tell you what, the action has been fast and furious here, and Dubois is not used to falling behind this early in a game. They've won 8 games this year.
Yeah, definitely. And Amanda Jenkins, nice pass inside to Tidzump. Gets lost there. Back out to Jenkins at the top of the key. She passes it out to Karina Frederick, who's now at the top of the key. She tries to dribble around Belle Norris. And now Frederick gets in there. Nice give and go there to Karina Frederick. Great pass. Dubois is going to call a timeout. And we will take it with him for the first time. 3:07 to go in the second quarter, 26-10. All Dubois right now, or all Wind River right now.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And we are back here with the Wind River Lady Cougars up 26-10 on the Dubois Lady Rams. Lady Rams came in here feeling confident, but right now their confidence is a little shaken as they are really only able to get the ball to Marin Baker for some scores. And now Dubois finally gets it across the timeline. They almost lose the ball.
Yeah, Mia Jory picked that one up over to Baker.
Yeah, Baker now on the left side, far side, and she gets it almost stolen there. And Marin Baker passes it, Molly Sanchez passes it out to Marin Baker for 3 off the back of the iron. That's really all they have. Marin Baker averages the most three-point attempts of anyone in the 1A class, and it's looking like it now as she has 2 made, and we have a pushing foul there.
Yeah, on Molly Sanchez, her first, team's 3rd. Wind River has 1 team foul so far. Not a shooting foul. They'll take it out at the half-court line.
Jenkins, long pass inbound to Natalie Walker. Walker gives it off to Tidzump, who's around the key, and she gives it out to Amanda Jenkins, and now a 3-ball by Walker, no good. Dubois rebounds the ball, and out of bounds on Wind River as the pass on the baseline was tipped.
Good
by
hustle
Walker.
By Walker,
oh,
yeah.
Great,
very good hustle, yeah.
If you're able to hear this, it's 93.9 KTAK, and you can make it out here to Wind River. There's a lot of food up for auction for a really good cause. We'll get more into that at halftime. As Dubois, Marin Baker travels around the key. She passes it off to Ariana Foster, who almost loses it, almost travels. And then Molly Sanchez now gets the ball at the top of the key, and she almost loses it. Lots of sloppy ball handling here. And Marin Baker fakes the shot and goes in for a little 7-footer, and it is good. 26-12 now. 2-minute mark has just been passed with the second quarter.
Baker has 10 points in the game now. Oh, left all alone down court.
Tidzump got a football pass, and she's going to go up for the left-hander, and it's good. Tidzump having herself a day already. It's not even halftime.
Yeah, she has 8 points already. Minute 40 to go here, first half.
Baker, another 3 from the top of the key. No good. Gets her own rebound, but it looks like she fouled Amanda Jenkins on the rebound, and I believe that's what they're going to call here.
Yeah, 4th team foul on Dubois, and Baker gets her first foul. So Wind River bringing in some subs right now. We've got Eslyn Vroman coming in, and let's see who else came in. We had 32, 31 came back in. So we had Amanda Jenkins back in the game. We also have Vroman
in too.
Yeah, and Karina Frederick. So those are the Wind River players right now.
Lady Cougars trying to come up across the half-court line, and they do. Now she gets double-teamed as soon as she gets there. That's a good move by Dubois because it causes a steal. And now with just under a minute 30 left, Marin Baker going to try and go inside 2 Lady Cougars, and she does for a 2-point layup. That looked too easy for Baker there.
Yeah, well, the lane just opened up for her. Wind River didn't challenge her, and there's a travel.
Yeah, she gets this. Dubois is doing a great job right at the half-court line at double-teaming whoever has the ball. And if it doesn't cause them to do an over-the-back penalty, it causes them to turn the ball over so far. So I wonder if they stick with that at least for the rest of this half.
Walker comes back in for the Lady Cougars. Vroman comes out.
And now it's going to be Kinsey Day dribbling around the top of the key, looking for a pick and roll. Doesn't happen. She passes it out to the right side of the key. Marin Baker, long shot, airballed it, but rebounded by Dubois. And now it's Kinsey Day again at the top of the key. She's going to put up a three, and that one's way short air ball. So 2 air balls in a row, and they get the ball back anyway, Dubois, and now it's a turnover, and Wind River actually touched it last.
Yeah,
so
jumping up there to try to get that basketball was Amanda Jenkins, and she was the last one who touched it. 44 seconds to go, first half.
You can tell Dubois likes to shoot the three. They're going to have to do something different as they get the ball almost stolen again, and now Kinsey Day gets the ball, and she puts up a shot blocked by Wind River, and an easy 2-pointer in there by Ava Jory off the deflection. And so now it's a 14-point lead. Wind River with 30 seconds to go, probably going to try and take this last shot here.
Well, let's see if they get it across the timeline without a trap, and they do.
And now Tidzump inside, and now no one guarding Angela Spoonhunter. She gets it inside to Tidzump. Tidzump gets fouled on the shot.
And let's see, Baker was right there. I don't think she got the foul, though.
No, that's on 25. That's Ariana Foster.
Well, that is the 5th team foul now. Wind River has 1. And at the free throw line for the Lady Cougars, Allison Tidzump has 8 points in the game.
Tidzump's first free throw, no good.
No, that's her first miss tonight. She's 2 for 3.
Really appreciate Wind River last second letting us come up here and call this game, not only for a good cause. We just wanted to get out here and give the Cougars some love, as Tidzump's second free throw is good.
Nope.
She stepped over the line.
She stepped on the line. So it still remains 28-16, 14 and a half seconds to go here.
You don't
in
see
the
that
first
happen
half.
very often.
No, you sure don't.
Marin Baker going to take it up, immediately gets double teamed at the half court line, and she gives it off. Nice pass to Kinsey Day, who finds an open Dubois player under the basket, but she almost lost the ball. And now she has to give it out to Marin Baker. Longest three you'll ever see, and it is no good. She actually overshot it. That would have been an NBA 3x2. And so at the end of the first half, a very short first half, it is 28-16, all Lady Cougars right now. And halftime, the halftime show by CWC will be right back after this.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Do a little halftime. And welcome back to the Wind River Cougars Stadium out here in Pavillion. I am Sean O'Brate, joined as always by Ernie Over, and this is our Central Wyoming College halftime show. We just auctioned off some trail mix here and a nice handmade welcome sign. Had some horses on it. Now we have some.
Yeah, that went for $45, and I bought this basket for $40.
I better get some of those gummy worms.
Yeah,
now,
I think we'll give you the gummy worms.
We have some nice detailed cups with the Wind River Cougars logo, it looks like, on there. And again, all the donations here, not only today but this week, starting on Monday and finishing up tomorrow, all going to a longtime Pavillion resident, Patty Griffith, diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And the goal for this service week that Wind River likes to do annually, the goal this week or this year is $10,000. And with different auctions on food items and handmade stuff and all sorts of stuff out there in the lobby, in between every timeouts and during half times, there's going to be a lot of money raised tonight. And if you would like to donate to a good cause, you can always come out to Wind River High School or give them a phone call. They're taking donations all week long.
And they do have a silent auction that's online.
Yes.
So you can bid online if you'd like one of those items that they have there.
Is that Coach Walker handing it out up there?
Yes, it is. That's the principal and Coach Justin Walker.
And that looks like the last item they're going to give up for bid right now. But my goodness, the chili smells amazing outside.
I tell you what, Justin Walker made a heck of a sale. He sold 2 Wind River mugs to a Dubois fan. Yeah.
What is this now? We have a
Katie Anderson made this. Looks like a cheesecake.
A chocolate chip cheesecake.
Oh, looks great.
I might bid on this one. My wife's been into chocolate chip stuff lately.
Yeah.
Lightweight.
It's up to 55.
You got 60 over there. And it's all going to a good cause. And if you can't hear Justin Walker, he's doing a great auctioneer voice. You got 55, 55 over here, 60, 65, 65.
Yeah, and he was telling us just a few seconds ago, all bids count, even the accidental ones.
Even the accidental ones, yeah. And this cake going up to 85, I would have gladly taken this home. Wife, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I just don't have that on me right now.
Yeah.
And they're looking. They might go into triple digits here for this cake. Ernie, while
we
they do this, why don't we do some stats while they're doing some auctions here?
The Wind River Cougars led 12-7 at the end of the first period. They outscored Dubois 16-9 in the second period, and that's where we are at 28-16. For the Dubois Rams, the top scorer in Class 2A, in Class 1A, is Marin Baker, and she leads at halftime. She has 2 trays and 3 field goals for 12 points. The only other scorers, Kinsey Day with a basket and Ava Jory with a basket. Wind River's leading scorer here at halftime is Allison Tidsump with 8 points. Amanda Jenkins has 6. Karina Frederick has 6. 4 points for Jonay Spoonhunter. 2 points for Angela Spoonhunter. And 2 points for Natalie Walker. And the Cougars have 9 turnovers in the first half. They average 23, almost 24 a game.
Wow.
And Dubois, look at this, 11 turnovers in the first half, and they only average 18 a game. So
Dubois is having a rough time at the half-court line. Every single time they get that ball in, it's a rough one. But yes, that was one of the keys to the game was trying to get Marin Baker all blocked up, and so far they're doing a good job of doing that. Is Wind River, but Wind River needs to find a way. I know they're up by 12 points right now. They need to find a way to try and make this their ball game underneath the paint, because once Dubois is getting under the paint, they're getting some pretty good looks. They're missing some shots, but they are getting some pretty good looks. And as far as Dubois, it's pretty obvious what you got to do. You got to cut down on the turnovers if you want to even have a chance of winning this game and going back up north tonight with a win.
Well, I got caught up in the auction.
So did I, yeah. I'm looking around trying to see if we know anyone here.
Yeah, 3:44 to go here in halftime. Wind River Lady Cougars 28, the Dubois Lady Rams 16. Have a nice crowd so far. It's about half full here at the Cougar Den, maybe a little bit less than that. But the Cougar boys have been out practicing. And one thing that's new, Sean, the Wind River High School has a pep band along with their drum line, which is brand new this year. So congratulations to the Cougar pep band.
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. If you're watching on WYO Today's YouTube page, you're seeing them as well. It's not the largest band in the world, but definitely has some good players up there, and you got a little bit of everything. You don't need a band full of 15 trumpeters.
And they did a great job with the national anthem.
They did, yes. We were sadly not still connected to the internet at that time, so we did miss that. Maybe they'll do it before the boys' game. And it looks like a gift card for somewhere, just went for $100.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They are making some money here, and Patty Griffith, I don't know if I've seen her yet here.
No, she's in Arizona.
She is, yeah.
Getting treatment.
Well, either way, I hope she's watching. If you are, all of our thoughts and prayers are with you, and we're hoping to raise some money here for you tonight. With just over 2 minutes to go, we're going to take it back to the ads here, pay some bills, and we will be right back with the third quarter of this game.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Here. Welcome back here to Wind River Cougar Stadium out here in Pavillion, where there is absolutely no service. So,
yeah.
Kirk, if you're listening, just
no Verizon service.
Yeah.
Let me put it that
Kirk,
way.
if you're listening, just pay attention, and we will let you know here.
I tell you what, I've been calling this place the Cougar Den for a long, long time.
It's a good name. We'll stick with it. We'll call it the Cougar Den.
Yep.
And that'll do it for our Central Wyoming College halftime show. Remember, for more information on their bachelor degree programs, as well as how you can earn your degree from home, be sure to go to cwc.edu. Central Wyoming College, make your way out here. And really excited for some CWC basketball to resume today, as they had their postponed games rescheduled for today. And boy, that pep band did a really good job of getting this crowd hyped up.
Yes, they did. And the Dubois Lady Rams will get the ball to start the second half. Kenzie Day will be taking it out of bounds, and here's the call with Sean O'Brate.
Yeah, Marin Baker's going to pass it over to Kenzie Day. Baker back inside. They're just doing a little pass around, and Kenzie Day with the open 3, and it's good right off the bat.
That's her first 3. She now has 5 points in the game.
And they needed that. Kenzie Day putting up that 3, and now it's only a 9-point game right off the bat. And now a steal inside right at the half-court line by Dubois, and that steal was by Ariana Foster. Foster giving it back out to Marin Baker, who gives it over to Kenzie Day, where she just shot a 3, and now inside to Ava Jory, and they're just doing a little pass around here, and now Ariana Foster fakes the 3, and she puts up a 3, and it's partially blocked.
Yeah, and there'll be a foul called on Wind River, and that'll be a 3-point shot. The foul goes against Angela Spoonhunter. Only the second foul against Wind River all night long, Sean, and now going to the free throw line for 3 is Ariana Foster.
Yeah, you couldn't have written a better beginning to this third quarter for Dubois, even if she misses these. And Ariana Foster's first shot in and out, hits the back of the iron, and then hits the front of the iron and bounces out. And Ariana Foster going to put up her second shot. I like her shoes.
Yeah, blue and gold, just like their uniforms.
And that one is good. Ariana Foster on the season is a 52% free throw shooter, so she's at 50% right now. Let's see if she can get it above that with the third one. And it is up, and it is good. Nothing but net on that third one. So now it is 28-21, 7:23 to go in this third quarter. And now it's going to be Natalie Walker pointing out the ball, pointing out where to go. And now Dubois almost steals it. Now Walker gets it back on the left side, far side. She's going to go inside the paint, put up a little floater, and that is good. And one, as she was fouled by one of two players that was down there. Looks like the foul was on.
And the foul is going to go against Kenzie Day. That's her second personal foul.
He took a second to give us those numbers there. He wanted to make sure that he knew the shot was in. So Natalie Walker trying to make it an old-fashioned three-point play here. And she does. Nothing but net there. And so it's going to be Ariana Foster inbounding. Notice Wind River is not putting on the full court pressure, but they're still sticking around half court. They have 4 white jerseys right on the half court line, and they get the ball over those 4 jerseys, and now it's going to be all game here. Marin Baker, she puts up a 3, and that was blocked.
Nice block by Wind River, and coming up and getting that block was Amanda Jenkins.
Yeah, Jenkins definitely not the tallest player on the court, but she was able to make that happen. And now look, the Sanderson family is here. And now it's going to be inbounded. Marin Baker on the far side, right side, back over to Kenzie Day. And she's going to throw it away almost, and they almost get it over the back. Marin Baker with a nice save, and she's going to lose it off her foot. Ends up picking it back up again. They are just going all around her. And now Ariana Foster back out to Marin Baker on the top of the key. Foster going to put up a 3 from the left side of the key. No good. And Wind River gets the rebound.
Yeah, Amanda Jenkins was right there for that carom. 6.5 minutes to go, third period. 10-point lead by Wind River.
Oh, and the ref actually caused that ball to be turned over by Wind River, and it ends up being missed underneath the basket by Ariana Foster. But Wind River saves it from being thrown out of bounds. And this is a lot of sloppy play here. It all stemmed from the ball bouncing off the ref's foot.
Marin Baker gets her second personal foul. 6:11 to go, third period. Wind River Lady Cougars 31, the Dubois Lady Rams 21.
Yeah, Natalie Walker now just trying to slow things down a little bit. She's going to pass it off to Amanda Jenkins. Back over to Walker on the top of the key, and she overthrows Angela Spoonhunter underneath the paint. Just a long pass was no good there. Now with a 10-point deficit, Dubois is going to come out with their shooting squad. Marin Baker and Kenzie Day coming up the half-court line. And over to Marin. Marin's got a pretty open lane. She gets inside give and go there to number 5, Ava Jory. She was wide open. Nice little layup there.
Yeah, and it's an 8-point game now, 31-23, 5:40 to go here in the third period of play.
Lady Cougars now having a taste of their own medicine, getting double-teamed to half court. They give it over to Walker with a nice little floater. No good. Rebounded by Dubois is Marin Baker, and she's going to run coast to coast, and she's going to go up, and that's going to be a personal player control foul there, and that'll be number 3 on Baker. That is no good for Dubois. Not only is she their leading scorer, she's the one that seems to be getting open here. Marin Baker says she can't believe it.
Boy, I tell you what, Amanda Jenkins really did a great job that time.
Yeah.
She planted and stayed and took the charge.
And instead of taking Baker out, they take Mia Jory out.
Yeah,
so Baker's still out there.
Well, they need her scoring.
They need it, yeah. It's quite obvious here. They can't do much without it. And now the steal by Baker, and she's going to do it again. She's going to do a nice little pass there inside, but it wasn't handled well, and now Dubois has to struggle to get the ball. Kenzie Day gets it out on the top of the key. She's just trying to slow things down again. And now Ariana Foster finds the inside look there to Ava Jory, who puts up a 2 way high. No good off the backboard. Rebounded by Wind River. And Natalie Walker now going to try and take it up court. She hands it off to Amanda Jenkins, who gets through the line but then passes it away. And Marin Baker with another steal. And she's got no one in front of her this time. She's going to go up. Easy 2-pointer there. 31.
Well, I'll tell you, that was just sloppy passing by the Lady Cougars. And Coach Cody Klein, you might have heard his foot stomping on the floor there that time.
Definitely. We're going to have another auction here. We're going to go and take a break while they do this auction, see what they give out.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Well, Wind River's turned it over 4 consecutive times now. They're letting Dubois back into this game. It's a 6-point lead, 31-25.
And now a nice shot by Kinsey Day. Was that a 2? That was a 2. That was a very long 2. Looked like her foot was on the 3-point line. And so now it's a 5-point game. I'm sorry, a 4-point game. Can't do math, Ernie. As the Lady Cougars trying not to turn it over, and they almost do right there. As Jonay Spoonhunter almost loses it. She finds Tidzump inside.
And she's fouled.
Sorry, the camera work there.
Yes.
And now number 11, that's Kinsey Day.
That's her 3rd foul. So both Baker and Day have 3 personal fouls.
That's dangerous if you are the Lady Rams head coach, Mike Marcus.
Janae Spoonhunter at the free throw line. She has 4 points on 2 baskets.
And here we go. First one is up and no good off the back of the iron.
3:50 to go in the 3rd period. Wind River leads by 4. They have led by as many as 12 in this game.
How much has this place changed since you went to school here, Ernie?
Well, actually, I went to school at the old Pavillion school, which isn't here anymore.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is all new.
And the second shot is no good by Janae. And now quick passes by Kinsey Day, but she overthrows Baker, and Baker couldn't get it. To another turnover by Dubois. That would have been an easy 2 points.
Yeah, that went out of bounds to the 20-yard line there just before the end zone. So the Wind River has it. 3:43 to go, period 3.
And now Lady Cougars, Amanda Jenkins with a long pass. No one under the basket to cover Tidzump, and Tidzump misses the layup anyway. And someone has been stepped on underneath the basket. Dubois is on the ground. They got kind of an advantage here, and the ref finally calls a timeout, and that is not good. That is Kara Wadge, I'm sorry. And she needs help getting off the court.
Yeah, they're taking 2 of her teammates are helping her off the court. You're right, when she got stepped on, there was some wild rebounding going on, and she tripped and fell and got stepped on.
Looked like Tidzump may have landed right on her ankle, and that's not the right way to get out of this game. But she's now out of this game, and it looks like they brought in Ariana Foster to replace her. Wind River under the basket, inbounding, and they find Karina Frederick on the left side of the key. Now out to Natalie Walker at the top of the key. She's double-teamed. She has to give it off to Amanda Jenkins, who gives it back to Walker for 3, right off the front of the iron. No good. Rebounded by Kinsey Day, and Day going to take it slow. She's got 3 fouls. She doesn't want to do anything reckless here. She picks up her dribble, hands it off to Foster. Foster out to Marin Baker. Now Marin's got an open look for 3. She's going to take it, and that is no good off the back there. And Foster with the nice rebound before going out of bounds. And now Marin Baker gets the ball at the top of the key, almost loses it, gives it back out to Foster on the right side, far side. She puts up a little 10-foot floater and rolls around the rim. Rebounded there by Ava Jory, and now she loses it, and now it's going to be, just shot out from a pile, and Foster for 3 kind of puts up a wonky shot almost in order to get fouled, and that foul will send her to the free throw line for 3 shots.
Yeah, Natalie Walker picked up the foul, and it was a hard foul. Wind River has only committed 2 fouls this half. Dubois 4.
Both sending Dubois to the free throw line for 3 shots, though. When you think about it, that is a little bit more dangerous. And first one, no good for Ariana Foster.
She's 2 for 4 from the line now.
Yeah, she was at the line for those first 3. 2:40 to go, 31-27. Feel like the score hasn't moved in a hot minute. Foster can change that here with her second shot, and it is good.
And she does. So one more. And it is now 7 straight points. The 7-0 run by Dubois.
Dubois head coach Mike Marcus yelling out some orders to Marin Baker here. As Foster, in and out. And rebounded by Wind River. So she only made 1 of 3 there. She made 2 of 3 earlier. And now Wind River with some nice passing, a little bit more crisp and clean than the sloppy passes a little earlier. Amanda Jenkins passes it over. Nice 3-pointer up in the air. by Karina Frederick, but no good. Rebounded by Wind River. Back to Frederick, now out to Walker at the top of the key. Just over 120 seconds to go. Now back out to Walker, or back out to Frederick. Frederick now at the top of the key to Walker. She loses her handle there. Amanda Jenkins with the ball. Now back out to Walker. Nice little give and go screen. No good from three, but rebounded easily by Tidzump. Or is that, no, that's Janae Spoonhunter.
That's Janae Spoonhunter for her 6th point of the game.
And now Wind River trying to do a lot of defense on the other side of the court. Leaves Marin Baker in open lane. She has to pass it back out to Kinsey Day, who puts up a long two. No good. Rebounded by Wind River and then lost by Wind River. So Dubois now gets the ball back, and on Kinsey Day going to put up another shot from the same area, and that's good.
Yeah, that now is she has 2, 5, 7, 9 points in the game by Kinsey Day.
Well, they definitely need her if Marin Baker's going to have foul trouble. So
3-point lead, 90 seconds to go in the 3rd period.
Wind River losing this big lead that they had to enter this half, and now a nice little floater there by Karina Frederick, and that is no good, though. It looked like it was going in, and something just bounced out there, and now Marin Baker getting hassled at the free throw line of her side. She gets the ball out and almost stolen. And now it is stolen there by Wind River. Nice effort there by Amanda Jenkins. And now Natalie Walker going to pass it back out to Jenkins, who's going to give it out to Karina Frederick. Wide open three, and that is no good. And Dubois with the rebound. They're finally getting the rebounding back here. Kinsey Day with a dangerous pass over to Marin Baker, who's going to take it all the way inside the paint with the left-hander. No good. And out of bounds on Wind River as Amanda Jenkins tried to throw it back inside.
Well, we have 44.8 seconds to go here in the 3rd period, and it's only a 3-point game now. There was a 12-point lead not that long ago by the Cougars.
And Dubois inbounding it under the basket, left side of the key. And they're going to call it a travel on Ariana Foster. When she got the ball, she pump faked it and then moved before she ever dribbled, so that makes a lot of sense. And now the Lady Cougars, 43 seconds to go in this 3rd quarter, up by 3, are going to inbound it, looking at full court pressure here. Only one Lady Ram on the other side of the half-court line. Let's see if the Lady Cougars can get it past, and they get it out to Janae Spoonhunter, who's got no one in front of her except for one player. She puts up the 2.
And draws the foul.
Yeah. I don't know if I saw the foul necessarily there, but it's going to be on Kinsey Day. That is not good. That's her 4th.
That's her 4th personal foul. That is trouble for Dubois. That's one of their best shooters.
Definitely.
36 seconds to go, 3rd period. At the free throw line, Janae Spoonhunter.
And first one for Janae is no good, right off the front of the rim. Janae Spoonhunter shooting 52% from the free throw line heading into this game. She is necessarily one of their best shooters from the field, as she has the most points for this team, 113, and she just made it another point there as she makes the 2nd free throw with 36 seconds to go. And Dubois now facing half-court pressure still, and it gets tipped like it has a lot of this game, but it still gets brought down by Dubois. And now Ariana Foster with a long 3, hand in her face, no good. Rebounded by Wind River, but stolen right back by Ava Jory, and she gets thrown to the ground.
And we're going to have a foul, I think,
Definitely.
on Amanda Jenkins.
Yeah, I mean, I know that Jenkins was just trying to go for the ball, but the way that she turned around with the ball just threw Ava Jory to the ground.
That's only the 4th personal foul of the entire game by Wind River. Very well-played game so far.
Good discipline, as you would say. Marin Baker immediately shoots the 3 from the inbound, and she misses it. Rebounded by Wind River. They did have 2-on-2, but they're going to hold on to it and try and get this final shot. And now Jenkins inside for 2. Very, very easy and very good shot there.
Yeah.
And it is in from right behind the free throw line. And now Marin Baker with a head full of steam. She passes it out, and it's blocked. Was Kinsey Day's 3-point shot. Fast-paced game here, Ernie.
Yeah, it sure has been great. And the Dubois Lady Rams scored 14 in the period to 8 for the Lady Cougars.
And we will be right back with the 4th and final quarter. Wind River up 36-30 on Dubois. We'll be right back.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Dubois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
And a quick shot there by Wind River. No good. We came back just after they had inbounded the pass, and Tidzump with a quick layup, and she was fouled.
It was on the floor, so there won't be foul shots. And that's it goes fourth. Against fourth so foul on Baker.
Two leading scorers for the Dubois Lady Rams are in serious foul trouble, with both of them with 4 now. Inbound pass under the basket for Wind River. And she gives it right away to Tidzump. Easy, too. That might be Tidzump's best bread and butter kind of play there. That's what she does really well, and she's done it 4 or 5 times now.
She's in double figures now with 10 points in the game and a foul on the floor against Wind River. I think it was against Walker. Yeah. Natalie picks up foul number 2.
Well, Baker was just trying to get over the half-court line. She tried to squeeze through 2 Cougars. It was probably going to lead to a foul no matter what, but now Baker with the ball again off the inbound pass. She finds Ava Jory inside at the free throw line, who passes it back out to Baker for another 3. No good. After hitting 2 of her first 3, she has missed a lot. And now a baseball pass all the way down, and that was an easy layup missed by Janae Spoonhunter.
Yeah, it hit the bottom of the basket.
There was no one around her, and now Baker's soaring to the lane and doesn't fall, but she will get the foul. And that rolled around off the top of the iron there for quite a while.
Well, when it's not going your way, it's not going your way. Personal foul against Allison Tidzump. That's only her second.
When it rains, it pours, I believe is the saying. And now Marin Baker going to go to the line for, I believe, the first time.
Yeah, she hasn't been to the free throw line yet.
Got to go Cougars from the crowd, and Baker misses her first.
She has 14 points in the game, including a couple of trays.
Yeah, and as she is the leading scorer for all 1A girls, it's not surprising to think that she's going to try and get a few more here. Marin Baker, their leading free throw shooter with 70%. She misses both of them.
And Wind River comes away with the rebound. Nice rebound by Tidzump.
Yep, and now Natalie Walker passing it over to Amanda Jenkins with a bad pass. Stepped out of bounds there did Janae Spoonhunter as they were trying to get it inbounds. Just a overthrow there.
38-30, 7 minutes to go in this basketball game from the Cougar Den here in Pavillion.
Dubois did not get off to a hot start, but they still have a chance to win this game as Kinsey Day crosses the timeline, almost picks up her shot, and now they're going to call a timeout before she's able to turn the ball over. And that'll be timeout on Dubois. We'll be back after this.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy Cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, and we are back. 7 minutes, 2 seconds to go in this fourth quarter. Dubois down 38-30. Their 2 best players on the court tonight in foul trouble with 4 apiece. And that's both of them right there. Kinsey Day handing it off inbound to Marin Baker. Now back to Day. Day at the top of the key. She's dribbling high. She needs to control those a little bit. She's trying to dribble around Natalie Walker. She does. She gets inside, but she has to pass it back out to Baker. Left side, near side of the key. She gives it inside to Jory. Jory gives it back to Baker, who has her pocket picked. But it was picked up by Dubois.
Nice
it's now
block.
a block by Wind River, and then Baker puts up another shot. No foul.
Allison Tidzump with a great block on that shot by Baker.
And now Wind River going all the way coast to coast is Amanda Jenkins. And Amanda Jenkins misses the layup, but it's rebounded and put back in by Tidzump. Easy 2.
She has 12 points in the game now, 6:20 to go, 40-30. It's back up to a 10-point lead for the Lady Cougars.
Kinsey and Marin Baker, have been putting up a lot of threes. They need them to start falling here. Kinsey Day back over to Marin Baker. They are pushing farther and farther, and now it's a kickball by Dubois. It would have been a turnover anyway, as Martina Large got the ball. But
15 turnovers by the Lady Rams. They average 18 a game. They're almost there.
Yep, and now the Lady Cougars inbounding. I see a chocolate cake coming up for auction next.
Ooh, that
and now
looks
almost
good.
A turnover, and there is a turnover, but Martina Large gets the ball back for Wind River. She's at the top of the key being hassled by Marin Baker, now double teamed, and now back out to Amanda Jenkins. Inside now to Allison Tidsup. Easy give and go. You're right, Ernie. Wonderful, wonderful vision there. Great bounce pass. And now Marin Baker going to have to come up here on the timeline. Gives it inside to Ava Jory. Now nobody in front of Kinsey Day. She passes it off to Molly Sanchez, and now back out to Marin Baker for three. No good.
Tidsup with the rebound, and long pass down court for
easy
Walker all alone.
And
she missed it.
Oh, we shouldn't jinx him like that. But the rebound there by Amanda Jenkins does go in. And Natalie Walker very upset at herself for missing one of the easiest shots you'll ever have in basketball.
Whistle timeout for Dubois. 14-point lead by Wind River, 5:12 to go, 44-30.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and Dubois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
And welcome back here to the Cougar Den, as we're naming it. Ernie Over, former Wind River student here. I don't even want to say when, but Marin Baker now gets the ball. She turns around with the dribble. She hands it off to Sanchez. Sanchez inside to Kinsey Day. Kinsey with a long two, no good. But a nice rebound by Dubois, puts it back up, and also no good. Spoonhunter with the rebound. And now Jenkins with the long, easy pass in here to Tidsup with the Euro step, and no good. Too hard off the glass. Now the ball, Marin Baker with under 4:50 to go in this fourth quarter. Marin Baker needs a three to start falling. She gets double teamed right away. Inside to Ariana Foster on the right side of the key. Back out to Marin Baker. Baker now with the open three from the right side of the key. No good. And rebounded by Wind River again. Now Natalie Walker facing some heavy full court pressure by Molly Sanchez.
Yeah, Baker's lost her touch. She hasn't had one since the second quarter.
And she averages pretty well from the three-point. She also does take the most attempts of anyone in the 1A class. And now Wind River really facing some sticky defense here. Pushed out by Ava Jory, but gotten back by Wind River, and now an easy inside lane. There was no one even playing defense against her there.
Jonay Spoonhunter, 46-30. Largest lead of the game for Wind River is now 16.
By far, yes. And now Molly Sanchez with the look, and back over to Marin Baker. A dangerous pass on the outside to Kinsey Day. Kinsey Day with the long two off the top of the backboard. Marin Baker gets the rebound after tripping over it and misses the easy layup. That's not her forte. She likes to shoot the three, but that was an easy layup that she missed off the front of the iron there.
It's a held ball, and it'll go to the Dubois Lady Rams as Mia Jory comes back into the game for Coach Mike Marcus.
Yep, and now Kinsey Day with an open three there, and it's airballed and rebounded inside by Dubois. Ariana Foster goes up for the shot. Looks like she was fouled over the back by Tidsup. We'll wait for the call.
That's exactly what happened. It was just an over the back, and it goes against 32. That is Allison Tidsup for third foul.
And Foster definitely needing to make these twos. If you can make points while the clock is stopped, you have a chance. But 16 points with the way these girls have been playing is a difficult deficit.
She's 3 of 6 from the line so far.
Foster now is 3 for 7 as she misses the first. And we have Angela Spoonhunter coming in for Tidzump. A size disadvantage there for Wind River, but now also coming in is Karina Frederick for Amanda Jenkins. And now Ariana Foster will attempt the second one. We're getting a lot more fans coming in here. A lot of purple. I've seen some kids with purple hair.
Yeah.
Foster now. Second shot is up, and that is nothing but net. So 46-31, 3:32 to go in this fourth and final quarter. Natalie Walker going to take it up, try and cross the timeline. Passes over to Frederick. Back to Walker, back to Frederick. Now she's going to look, and Walker at the top of the key being hassled by Ariana Foster. She gives it over to Karina Frederick, who finds the inside pass to Martina Large. She gets past the defense but misses the layup. And now another held ball, and that's going to go to Wind River.
Tell you, Wind River needs to control the ball and make sharp passes to retain this lead. Otherwise, it can change in a hurry.
It definitely can. And you and I have the best view here from the sideline. We've seen a lot of sloppy passes that have been able to be finished there. Natalie Walker with the air ball from 3 as it was inbounded to her. And this is 2-on-1, 3-on-1 as Marin Baker goes inside and gets fouled and one as she gets a nice layup.
That was a bad foul.
Yeah, that's one of those you kind of just let them, especially if you're up by this much, you kind of just let them take that one. And that was on 24, Angela Spoonhunter.
That's her second.
She just came in the game and she fouled.
3 minutes to go in the game, 3:03. And Baker at the free throw line, who missed her first 2 free throws.
And misses the third one there.
The third one.
And now the rebound was by Wind River, but it was actually turned over as soon as it came into Dubois, and Dubois now has the ball in the paint. Marin Baker trips and falls, and she will have...
And it is going to go to Wind River.
Oh, wow.
On the turnover. 16th turnover now by Dubois, equaling the turnovers by Wind River. We're under 3 minutes to go now. 46-33 lead by Wind River.
And now they're not even able to get it across the timeline. They need to hurry here, and they finally do, and almost dropped it out of bounds. Did Angela Spoonhunter. Tipped ball goes to Martina Large of Wind River, and they're going to call a timeout. Wind River up 46-33 with 2:36 to go in this fourth and final quarter.
Don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes. Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
We just had some caramel brownies, a full batch, freshly made.
My goodness.
I can smell them as they just hit my feet down here.
They look good.
Yes, they do. And now Natalie Walker gets the inbound pass here. Back over to Amanda Jenkins. Jenkins getting double-teamed over by the half-court line. She looks like she was fouled as she was pushed to the ground.
And we get a timeout before the turnover happened by Cody Klein of Wind River. 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Wind River leads by 13, 46-33.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
And we're back. Quick timeout here. And now Amanda Jenkins with the long pass inside to Tidzump, and she actually got it. It would look like it was going to be stolen by Dubois, but as she puts up the shot, it looked like it was fouled or tipped and then fouled. Either way, Tidzump going to go to the line here.
5, Ava Jory gets the personal foul. That's her second. And at the line is Tidzump. She has 10, 12, 14 points, looking for number 15.
Tidzump misses the first one again. She's a 50% shooter from free throw line. And from here on out, Ernie, we're going to have 1-and-1s as both teams are at 7 fouls apiece.
Yeah. Wind River only had 2 fouls in the first half.
The boys behind the backboard there, putting up their fist in solidarity with Tidzump, who misses the second one right off the front of the iron, rebounded by Ariana Foster. Foster now dribbling around, turns the ball around, long pass to Marin Baker, almost thrown out of bounds. Baker trying to dribble it out, back to Foster, now back out to Kinsey Day on the left side of the key. Left side, near side, now she passes it right side, far side. Marin Baker with the long 2, no good. She is on a dry spell right now, other than that layup that she had a couple minutes ago.
2 minutes to go.
And now Wind River, you're right, with under 120 seconds to go, up by 13 still. And now an easy long pass inside and back out now to Karina Frederick. Frederick double team, gets it back out to Natalie Walker at the top of the key, who's just going to hold it. And she's going to pass it out to Amanda Jenkins. Now back out to Walker. They want them to foul them. That's their goal right here, and they get it with Ariana Foster. Foster fouling Amanda Jenkins.
Her second foul.
And they know if they can just control the clock, they'll walk away with a win here.
And the Cougars' Amanda Jenkins with 10 points goes to the free throw line. She's over her average of 7.1 points a game.
Again, this is a non-conference game. Dubois in 1A, Wind River in 2A, so this won't go against their conference record. Jenkins inside, and it rattles in there. So first free throw is good.
Gravity was kind to her.
Yeah. Wind River, if they win this, which looks like it should be a good if, and the second free throw is good, Wind River will move to 4-12 on the season. Dubois will move to 8-10. But again, anything can happen in 90 seconds, but I don't see a 15-point lead being depleted in that time. Now Kinsey Day pushes inside the baseline, long 2, and just airballed it there. And now Wind River with the easy layup here by Jenkins. No good.
No one's made a layup today, for crying out loud.
You know, it's maybe it just gets in your head there, but when there's no one in front of you, you automatically think it's going in, and then you just pinpoint the ball a little bit too high on the backboard, or you hit the iron. It just doesn't happen.
75 seconds left in the game.
Now a long 3 by Foster off the back of the board there. Rebounded by Wind River, and Natalie Walker almost has her pocket pick. She ends up getting it out to Karina Frederick. Frederick gets the ball back out, now back out to Walker. Walker going to be at the top of the key, waiting to get fouled again.
Under a minute to go.
Walker with the ball. Walker and Jenkins just passing it back and forth. And now over here to Janae Spoonhunter. She's going to wait to get fouled too. Ava Jory looking to try and foul her, but ends up going inside, and Janae puts up a shot. No good. Rebound by Tidzump, and Tidzump was fouled.
And she'll get 2 shots.
Yeah, Tidzump had the nice layup there, but just couldn't get the ball to go in, so she'll get 2, and that was on
Nia Jory.
Yep.
So Tidzump at the free throw line. She has 12 points. She's 2 for 2 from the line so far tonight.
See if she can make it 3 for 3 here. The pep band getting ready to play for the next 10 minutes after this, and that's good by Tidzump. 49-33, just under 40 seconds to go in this fourth quarter.
She can make it a 17-point lead with this one.
And anybody listening up in Dubois is not happy about that, and she does make it a 17-point lead. Good news is Dubois, the boys team, has a very good shot of beating this Wind River team. Both teams have one pinnacle player. We'll talk about that in our keys to the game coming up soon. Ava Jory inside for Dubois, tries to dribble it out, gets it stolen by Amanda Jenkins, and Jenkins trying to push it. I think they're just going to wait and run the clock out here. Jenkins spins around Ariana Foster, keeps dribbling it outside the key, and she is just pushed by Foster.
Yeah, she hits the ground. That was a pretty hard foul.
Yeah, that looked like Ariana Foster's had some pent-up aggression there.
Yeah, well, a little frustration, I think. They've won 8 games, and Wind River only won 3. But the Lady Cougars are handing it to them on a platter tonight.
Jenkins really kind of wobbling on that knee. She reached down and grabbed her knee, trying to straighten it out. And now she's going to put all her pressure on it and go up for the first free throw. And it's
didn't even move the net.
That's pure. That's what we call a pure shot.
That was a pure shot.
51-33. Amanda Jenkins looking to make it 52-33. Her knee is hurting her. And that second shot is bounced back in.
6 for 6 from the free throw line. 52-33, 19-point lead. 10 seconds to go.
They're just going to give him the three-pointer, and Marin Baker hits the back of the iron, and it bounces up and hits the wire that's above the backboard, so it's automatically a turnover.
Yeah, it's out of bounds.
Wind River with 9, 8, 7, and they're just going to – and they lose the ball, actually. As they're trying to be nonchalant about winning, they lose the ball, and that's where time runs out here. Final score, 52-33, all Wind River. And we will be right back with our Click It or Ticket post-game show from the Cougar Den.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WYDOT.
Heinz General Store has been the grocery store of choice for the Fort Washakie area since 1945. For this week's special, see their website at heinzgeneralstore.net. And for convenient shopping this winter, click on Heinz Online, download the app, and shop in the comfort of home. Schedule a convenient pickup time, and the team at Heinz General Store will do the rest. Heinz General Store is a proud sponsor of Wyoming Indian basketball. Let's go, Chiefs!
At some point, everyone is a pedestrian.
When you're driving, yield to pedestrians. Wear light clothing. Walk on a pathway instead of the road.
Look out for pedestrians.
Avoid distractions like your phone.
Look out for pedestrians, they're everywhere. We are the Wyoming Indian Lady Chiefs. We need you in our stand.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den as they are auctioning off a handmade, I don't know what it is, but it looks nice.
And yeah, that's an implement you put underneath the horse between the saddle.
See, and that's why I don't know that, because I'm afraid of horses, if we're being honest.
Oh, okay.
So our Click It or Ticket post-game show, again, our final score, 52-33, all Wind River here. And we're going to try and pay attention while also bidding on some auction gear for some good causes here. But we'll get right into it. Ernie, you got the stats right there. Why don't you read them off, and then we'll get to our players of the game.
Okay, the Wind River Cougars leading scorer, Amanda Jenkins, with 16 points. Allison Tidsump with 14. Janae Spoonhunter had 9. Karina Frederick, 6. Natalie Walker, 5. And Angela Spoonhunter had 2 for the Cougars. For the Dubois Rams, Marin Baker was way under her per game average. She only scored 16 tonight. Kenzie Day well under her average with 9, and then 4 points each for Ariana Foster and Ava Jory. Only 4 players scored for Dubois.
Yeah, and Dubois was just having a rough time at the beginning of the game. It got a little bit better in the third quarter. They only scored 3 points in that fourth quarter, and that's just a rough ending after you had a good enough third quarter to try and put yourself back in play. So our Papa Murphy's player of the game is going to go to Amanda Jenkins with 16 points. She really kind of kept the team alive for the longest time. And then Allison Tidzump underneath the basket. Boy, was she just dominant. She was getting rebounds. She was putting up layups. And she was, the word is cherry picking, but she was just the first person underneath the basket on the other side. So she was very well set up for a large game today, and she had one there. And they're selling off what looks like a soap and
they've got
body scrub. And
they've got a basket there, a really nice basket. It's $155 for this one.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to get some of this chili here, maybe.
That's right.
We'll figure it out. But as we are here in Wind River, if you are within earshot of this on 93.9 KTAK, we appreciate you listening. You can also watch on WIO Today's YouTube page. But if you are able to come out here, bid on some auction items. There's way more than just food. As you heard, there was something for a horse earlier. We had a really cool welcome sign that was handmade on some cool rock. And there's just a lot of cool stuff here, and it's all for a good cause. And Ernie, this is not the first service week that the Cougars have had. But
this is their 13th annual service week.
Yep, and this year, they've raised over $110,000 over those 13 years. And this year their goal is $10,000 to help Patty Griffith. She's lived in the area since 1979. She was on the Board of Trustees for over 27 years. Her husband, Steve, was a custodian at the school starting back in 1993 when I was born, Ernie, and retired just 6 years ago. And Patty was sadly diagnosed with pancreatic cancer this last fall. And so she's down in Arizona receiving treatment, and the road to recovery is a long one, but this will hopefully help out a lot as they've already raised quite a bit of money today and this week. And with that, we're going to take it out of our Click It or Ticket post-game show and head right into our Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. Ernie, these boys are two very different teams with two very good players. Right now, it is going to be the Rams at
8-6,
and the Cougars at 7-7. We saw the Cougars play a little bit earlier this year against Wyoming Indian, and they had their work cut out for them against those teams. But these Cougars, they are heavily reliant on Wiley Shearer, and that's going to lead us to our keys to the game, brought to you by the Ranger and Lander Journal. For Wind River, it's pretty obvious. You get the ball in the hands of Wiley Shearer, who is averaging 18 points per game. He's shooting almost 40% from the field goal range, and he's only 4 points behind the leading scorer in all of 2A, and that guy's out of Kimmerer there.
Yeah, and he averages a double-double, too.
He does. I was about to say that, yeah.
12 points, rebounds a game.
Yeah, he averages 11.5 to be fully exact, and 18 points, 11.5. You're right, that's a double-double. And on top of that, he just has really good players around him. J.C. Herbert, a senior, well-experienced. And then you got Braden Linhart. He's got 3.5 assists per game, as well as Hunter Walker. There's a lot of good passing on this team. There's also quite a bit of good rebounding here. Someone just dropped something heavy right in front of me. Wiley Shearer's brother, Rowdy Shearer, one of the leading blockers in all of 2A. Basically, if you're going against Wind River, you want to isolate Wiley Shearer and make the other players get the ball and make sure that they are the ones that have to pull the trigger. Because if it becomes a Wiley Shearer show, he scored 1,000 points. He knows how to score in this stadium. Another 1,000-point shooter is Ryan Wells of Dubois, also the quarterback for the Dubois Rams. But Ryan Wells passed 1,000 points earlier this year. Wiley Shearer also did as well. Ryan Wells leads all 1A scorers with 25.5 points. That is almost 10 points more than the next best player. On top of that, they have Caden Shanley, a great rebounder. He leads the entire 1A in rebounds with 9.5. And then you have Clayton Rux, also a great football player for Dubois. He is second in the 1A in assists. So that's 3 players there that can all get the ball and do some damage. But just like you want to block out Wiley Shearer, you want to isolate Ryan Wells. Ryan Wells can do whatever he wants with the ball, and it's pretty obvious when he gets into a nice shooting stroke here as I'm watching some players fall. But no, as soon as Ryan gets on a hot streak, he is going to be a tough one to stop. So that is our keys to the game, brought to you by the Ranger and Lander Journal. Remember, you can start or continue your subscription today at 421 East Main Street, and you can go to the websites and read all of our articles online as well. Ernie, what are you looking forward to in this game?
I tell you, this is a county rivalry. Dubois is excellent in Class 1A. Wind River is really good in Class 2A. So I think when you have a county rivalry like this, there's going to be some intense basketball. I know the Cougars are going to focus on Wells, who averages over 25 points a game, and Wiley Shearer averaging his double-double. He's going to be a key for the Rams. So I think we're in for a pretty good basketball game tonight. I
think we are too. And these teams, just from the 2 games that I've watched from both of them, they do not make the sloppy passes that we were watching in the girls' game. There was a lot of bad inbound passes with those Lady Cougars and Lady Rams. These teams just don't do that very often. Also, the size advantage definitely favoring Wind River right now. Wiley Shearer, a big boy. You got DeVries. You got a couple different players over here that all look like they can handle themselves underneath the basket. Meanwhile, over on Dubois, a little bit thinner, but definitely have some height. And Ryan Wells is a tall player. You're going to have to put a hand in his face if you want to stop him from shooting.
Yeah, you sure will. Joni Witonski is one of their tall kids. He doesn't play a lot of varsity, but he's up there over 6 foot tall.
Yeah, and this is going to be just a fun one. Yeah, if you're looking at Wind River, not very many of them are above 6 feet, but they have the size on them. You got Hunter Walker at 6. You got Calder Johnson at 6'1". You got Wiley Shearer at 6'3" and Rowdy Shearer at 6'5". As we get into our Sutherland starting lineup here, Ernie and I didn't have a chance to go down and talk to the coach, so we're just going to go with the announcement here. Number 5, Nate Hinkle for Dubois. Number 12, Ryan Wells, as we already mentioned. He's one of the best shooters in the entire state. 23, Clayton Rux. Caden Chamley, one of the leading rebounders. And then Jonah Ord, one of the better running backs in 1A earlier this year. I have yet to see him on the court. And now we go over to our Wind River Cougars. As you can hear, we are right behind the PA announcer, so it's you're going to be able to hear everything we can hear. Looks like first up is J.C. Herbert. Oh, number 0 actually, Braden Leinhart. Number 4, J.C. Herbert. Number 10, Remington Herbert. They call him Remy here, Ernie, not Remington.
Yeah, right.
Number 23, Remy. Wiley Shearer. And number 44, Rowdy Shearer. So we're going to have 2 Shearers on the court and 2 Herberts on the court. That'll be fun for us.
JC and Remy are twins.
You can tell.
Yeah, you bet. Okay, the Cougars are out there. Coach Justin Walker, Coach Kyle Miller with his Dubois Rams. Dubois again coming in 8-6 in Class 1A, and the Cougars 7-7 in Class 2A. We're here at the Cougar Dam in Pavillion, and it's going to be Shearer going up. Wiley Shearer is going to jump up against Ryan Wells. And here's the call of the game.
No, he's going up against Caden Chamley. Sorry,
that's Chamley.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Chamley actually gets the tip, but it goes to J.C. Herbert. And Rowdy Shearer immediately gets the ball inside. Big boy puts up a shot within 8 seconds. There's a penalty.
Yeah, he'll shoot 2 shots on the play.
Someone has opened up their food that they have bought.
Oh my gosh, that's good. Chamley. Yeah, I can smell it. Chamley gets the foul, his first. And Rowdy, nothing but net for the first free throw, Sean.
Yeah, and Rowdy Shearer looks like he should be playing football, but I'm sure his team is glad he's playing basketball. He can get down and dirty underneath the paint there. And Rowdy with the good second shot there.
And the Cougars take a 2-0 lead. Play just underway.
And Wow immediately stolen inside, and now J.C. Herbert passes it out to Wiley Shearer for 3. No good.
In and out.
And now the Rams rebounding very well. And they're going to pass it inside, and it's going to be tipped. And Ernie, I'm going to let you take this while I talk to Amanda Jenkins over here, as the Rams now they steal the ball back.
Okay, with the basketball coming down court, Caden Chamley all alone underneath Jonah Ord for 2 points. And she scores 2. And we have 7:20 to go here, first half. And it is 2-2 with the game is scored. Here's Lenhart for the Cougars. Off to J.C. Herbert on the far side outside. Herbert has the ball knocked away from him. Picked up by Wiley Sure, and he throws it out of bounds. Turnover by the Wind River Cougars. We played 1 minute of the first period, and we're all tied up here at 2. Dubois to take the ball out of bounds with Ryan Wells, and it's knocked away, saved by the Wind River Cougars. There's a shot by Lenhart for 3. It's up off, not good. Rebounded by Dubois' Chambly. Outlet pass quickly down the floor to Hinkle. Hinkle all the way, coast to coast, shot's not good. Rebounded by Wiley Shearer. 2-on-2 break. Shearer down, stops, has the ball poked away from him, and it'll stay with Wind River.
Yeah, Ryan Wells there got a nice hand in. That was a good, if he was about 5 feet away from the inbound pass there, he probably would have gotten that ball. And now we're going to take it back out to Braden Lenhart. He's going to go to the top of the key as he pushes Remy Herbert to the right side of the key. He gets the ball, passes it back out to J.C. Herbert, back out to Lenhart on the left side, near side of the key. He's looking for a pass inside. He finds Rowdy Shear outside, who gives it to the smallest player on the court, Remy Herbert. Herbert all the way back out to Braden Lenhart on the left side, near side of the key with some fancy footwork. Back out to Remy. Remy just looking for a nice pass. I don't think he's really looking to shoot right now. Lenhart now with the top of the key with the ball. He's looking for someone. He gets it inside to Rowdy Shear with 4 blue jerseys around him, and that is a player control foul. He just threw his elbow right into the chest of Ryan Wells.
Yeah, Wells sitting on the floor right now, and J.C. Herbert helping him up off, and the official stands in there and says, no, don't do that. Let Wells get up by his own. Coming in now for the Cougars is Mato Amos, and coming out Remy. He's got a big cut under his eye. Look at that. That's why they had to bring him out.
Yep, and it's bleeding. So now they're going to be without, by far, their leading scorer, their best player, as they bring in I didn't see who they brought in. They brought in.
That was traveling on Dubois, so they get a foul right away.
As I was trying to find the number, Jonah Witonski coming in. Sorry, Ernie.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so Witonski in now. Wind River going to pass it inside to Wiley Shear. Wiley throws a bad pass inside, stolen by Dubois and then lost out of bounds, but actually is poked out. And it's actually going to be Wind River ball.
Yeah, last touch by Dubois. 5:54 to go, first period. We're all knotted up at 2 here in Pavillion.
Braden Lenhart now, top of the key. I see Ryan Wells getting a nice big old Band-Aid under his eye. And now Wiley Sheeran, left side, near side of the key, passes it inside to J.C. Herbert. He takes it inside. Easy two-pointer there for J.C.
J.C. Herbert with the 2 points. He averages a little over 10 a game.
I had a chance to talk to him earlier this year. He's a great guy. Now stolen by Wiley Shear. And the inside pass was a little bit too strong, and it's going to go out of bounds on Wind River.
Coach Justin Walker with a big smile on his face says, way to hustle, guys. Timeout on the floor. Wind River 4, Dubois 2, 5.5 minutes to go, first period.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
It's more than clocking in or collecting a paycheck. We are a network of caring professionals who want to be here, dedicated to serving our communities. We are Sage West Healthcare, our 2 campus hospitals in Riverton and Lander. We take pride in our region, our people, and our communities. Located in beautiful central Wyoming, filled with natural recreation in our own backyard. We are neighbors caring for neighbors, a community caring for its own. We are Sage West. We are recruiting the best, like you.
Ernie over and Sean O'Brate back at the Cougar Den in Pavillion. Dubois has the ball. Wells bringing it down. Lost a handle on it. Gets it right back. 3-on-1 under the basket. Shots up and good by Jonah Ord. And we have a tie game at 4. Long pass down court to J.C. Herbert. Herbert on top of the key to Wiley Shearer. Over to Lenhart. Lenhart on top of the key. Dribbles it very deliberately. Stops. Throws on the right side outside to J.C. Herbert. Lays it up and in. J.C. Herbert with 2.
Herbert loves to do that. He likes to get around the defense and get right underneath the basket.
Pass is knocked away underneath the basket, picked up by Ord. Ord gives it off to Ryan Wells. Wells back over to Ord. Ord on top of the key now goes to Nate Hinkle. Back over to Ord on the far side. Now with the ball is Clayton Rux. Ball goes around the top of the key. Wells for 3, not good. Rebounded by J.C. Herbert. Outlet pass down court, lays it up and in. 2 points by Amos, and it goes 8-4. Dubois has a 2-on-1 break now underneath the basket. Layup by Wells is good. Or no, that's not Wells. That's Chumley gets the layup. 8-6, 4 minutes to go. We're halfway through the first period of play. Lenhart on top for the Wind River Cougars wearing their white uniforms. Over to J.C. Herbert, the only player with a headband on today, and it's all white. Here's Lenhart, drives the paint, puts up a shot. No, not good. Too small, goes out of bounds off Dubois. Wind River will have it.
Yeah, that was a good move to get inside and under the paint. He just didn't have enough strength to put that ball all the way up to reach the bottom of the net there.
Wambi Romero coming into the game now. Amos comes out. There's the inbounds pass to Shearer. It's up off, not good. Rebounded by Dubois. And a steal by J.C. Herbert. Shots up and good.
You know, Wiley Shearer does not miss those shots very much, but great job by J.C. to never give up on that play.
Double team in the backcourt. Dubois breaks it pretty easily. Down court, there's Wells for 2. His first 2 points of the game, and it's a 2-point, 10-8 lead by Wind River. 3.5 minutes to go. Here's a long one by Lenhart from on top of the key. That's an NBA 3 for Lenhart. And the Cougars are up now 13-8, 5-point lead. Down court to Hinkle. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Dubois. They say last touch by Lenhart.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Lenhart, but more importantly, Dubois isn't letting this affect them. They're getting the ball, and they're trying to beat Wind River back down to their side of the court, and they're doing a pretty good job of it.
Amos back into the game for J.C. Herbert on top of the key now. On the far side, Jonah Ord. Across the key it goes to Chomley. Chomley to Hinkle. Hinkle on the left side outside. Across the key now, back to Ord. Ord stops, has the ball, handed off. Oh. It's on the floor. Picked up, shots up in the air by Clayton Rux. No good. Tip is up and good by Wells. Yeah, his second basket, and it's a 3-point lead, 13-10. Down court, Wiley Shearer off to Lenhart. Lenhart in the paint underneath. There's a shot up and in by Calder Johnson, his first 2 points of the game. Nice passing on that play by the Cougars. 2.5 minutes to go, 15-10 the score. And there we have a foul on Wind River. I think it's going to go against Braden Lenhart. It looks like he's winded out there. He's asking for help.
And, you know, as you're saying that, a huge advantage that Wind River has over Dubois. They have twice as many players on their active roster. Right now,
Lenhart
Dubois
comes out, and who else came out? Number 5. Calder Johnson.
Yeah. Dubois just doesn't have the players. They're going to stay winded. And he stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, 6th turnover by the Dubois Rams. J.C. Herbert comes back into the game to Amos, and the Cougars go right to left on the floor here of the Cougar Den in Pavillion. Amos on top of the key goes to the right side, gives it off to Wambi Romero. Wambi on top of the key now to Shearer. Whistle, travel on Shearer. 4th turnover.
That was a questionable travel. I don't know, but he got the ball and immediately tried to put it up. So Wiley Shearer making a few mistakes we don't typically see him make tonight.
Well, Justin Walker wasn't smiling after that call. Here we go, inbounds pass to Hinkle. Hinkle in the backcourt, double teamed, gets away.
3-on-1.
Down court, Rux has it. There's a shot by Wells for 3. It's an air ball, and the ball goes off of Dubois and out of bounds. And that was a nice move that time by Wambi Romero as he just knocked the basketball right off of the Dubois player, Clayton Rux. Amos brings it down across the Cougar at center court. Over to Herbert. Herbert, far side outside, on top Wiley Shearer. Back over to Herbert, outside, underneath to the other Shearer. His shot is blocked. Amos puts it up and in for Wind River. He now has 4 in the game.
Yeah, nice reflexes by Amos there.
17-10, long pass down court to Chomley. Chomley has the ball taken away. Nice steal by Amos. 3-on-1 break underneath the Shearer. Shearer lays it up. No, not good. Too strong, and a foul called on Romero.
He was trying to do too much with that layup there. He did a little windmill move, and I don't know if that was extremely necessary, but hey, it still worked almost. And now we got subs coming in here. We got Calder Johnson coming in for Wiley Shearer. Wiley not having the night we thought he might after how many great games in a row as he had.
90 seconds to go here in the first period of play. It's 17-10. Down court all the way underneath the basket. Shot is up, off, not good. Rebounded by Rowdy. Shearer. Rowdy off to Herbert. JC all the way down in the paint. Lays it up and in!
Coast to coast. He said he likes to do that.
8th point of the game by JC Herbert. 1:08 to go. Double teamed in the backcourt. They break the press. Wells brings it all the way down, loses the ball, and is fouled on the way to the basket. Kind of got tripped up that time.
I was about to say, almost got tripped. And that's going to be on 21.
Yeah.
Wombley Romero.
Yeah, Wombley Romero. Still on the floor. Here's the inbounds pass. Clayton Rux has it now on top of the key to Hinkle. On the near side it goes with the ball as Ord around the horn. Back in the corner now. With it is Chombley. On the near side, out of bounds. Another turnover, 8th turnover for the Dubois Rams.
Just too far of a pass for Jonah Ord.
46 seconds to go here in the first period. Wind River leading by 9, 19-10. Amos brings it across the timeline. Over to Romero. Underneath to Rowdy. And his shot is way off. Tip is up and not good. Another tip is up, not good. Another tip. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Wind River's ball. 4 offensive boards that time, no points.
Yeah, and you couldn't really tell whose arms were who from this angle. You just started to see the balls flying around, and then one would end up with it and try and put it up, and it didn't go in. And then the next thing you know, there was 15 arms up in the air.
Caden Chombley picks up the foul for Dubois, and Calder Johnson at the line for the Cougars makes it good, and it's 20-10 Wind River. Lenhart comes back into the game for Romero. Had a nice chat with Wombley before the game.
Bunch of good kids here, both for Wyoming or for Wind River and for
Dubois
here.
Next shot is nothing but net. So it's now an 11-point lead, 21-10. Half a minute to go here, first period of play. Inbounds to Ord. Ord quickly down to Wells. Wells inside the arc, makes a move, puts it up and one.
What a move to get past 3 different Cougars.
That was a heck of a move by Wells.
He just jumped right in front of him, and then next thing you know, there's foul as he was going up.
Rowdy Shearer picks up the foul. Here's the old-fashioned 3-point play now by Ryan Wells. He has 6 points and still has 6. Rowdy Shearer with the rebound to Calder Johnson. Now to Lenhart. Lenhart on top of the key. Wearing big number 0. Changes direction. Looking toward the right. Yeah. Oh, and he almost threw it away. There's J.C. Herbert for 3. That's good just before the buzzer. There's the buzzer, and that was a great shot by the J.C. Herbert, who ends the first period with 10 points in the game.
Wow, 24-12. We'll be right back with the second quarter right after this.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And there's a steal on the inbounds pass. J.C. Herbert lays it up and in again. He now has 12 points in the game, Sean. That was a quick steal, and there's another steal. 2 more turnovers. Dubois Rams have 10. Here's Shearer over in the side. Herbert for 3. In and out. Not good. Rebound by Amos and out of bounds, and it'll go to Dubois.
Boy, Herbert is feeling it right there. He was mad he shot that 3, but if that had gone in, I think he'd have like 15 points right now.
Absolutely.
He's got 12 of their 26 points right now.
Rux inbounds the ball to Ord. Ord back over far side to Hinkle. Long pass knocked away, and we're going to have a foul on Wind River on the attempted steal against Ryan Wells. And picking up the personal foul is Calder Johnson, his first.
Yeah, Ryan Wells is hurt right now. Not only is he limping, he's got that bloody cheek, and he's got a Band-Aid on it.
Yep.
He's taking a beating tonight.
Yeah, that was early in the first period of play. Okay, 7:30 to go here until halftime. Dubois will have it out on front of the Wind River bench. There's the inbounds pass to Hinkle. Hinkle drives it a little bit. Bounce pass in the corner goes to Chomley. Chomley up back on top to Hinkle. Hinkle looks for someone, finds Rux. Rux on top of the key, guarded by one of the smaller guys on the course. Almost a steal. There's a shot up off. It's an air ball. Not good. Rebounded by Calder Johnson. Johnson all the way down to Shearer underneath
what a block.
Big block, but Shearer gets it back and scores.
Ryan Wells is doing everything he can to win this. And now JC with an easy steal and an inbound pass
to Amos.
Wow, yeah, Wind River has just demolished Dubois underneath the basket right now.
30-12, 6:55 until halftime. Back after this.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Dubois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back here to the Cougar Den. The Wind River team is just dominating. It's 30-12. 6:55 left to go in the second quarter. Dubois is really just trying to go through Ryan Wells. He's putting up threes that are airballed. He's trying to make the layups. They need to find someone else that can do some damage here against the Cougars.
Rux brings it into Wells in the backcourt. Back to Rux. He loses it out of bounds. Turnover. 12th turnover of the game. And they average only 18, and this is just a minute into these second half. Or first,
that could have been a double dribble, but it was blocked anyway.
Beautiful block. Wells averages 3 blocks a game, and he just got one there. Down court. Here's a shot up by Hinkle. First 3, it's good.
We were just saying, they need someone else to be able to score, and there was Hinkle for 3.
30-15 now. Herbert underneath the basket to Calder Johnson, loses the ball, and it's taken away by Dubois. Nice move down there by Wells. Wells gets it back over to Rux. Rux underneath the basket. Layup is up and in by Chomley, and he has his 4th point of the game, and a travel double dribble by Lenhart. 30-17, 6:11 to go until halftime. And Dubois have it. That's a pretty intense game so far.
It is. The pace of play is insanely fast for how these two teams like to play. This is exactly what they want to do, but typically they're not having it mirrored like they are right now. And now J.C. Herbert with another steal, but he can't control it, so Dubois gets it back, and now Ryan Wells going to have a shot on the baseline, and it is no good.
His tip is no good. Another tip is no good. Another tip. Wind River comes away. Lenhart off to Herbert. Herbert, it's 2-on-3. Lays it up. This one's too strong. Not good. Whistle on over the back on the rebound, and we'll have a foul on Wind River.
Boy, just half these Wind River kids, hands on their knees. They're being gassed right now.
Amos picked up the foul. And it'll be 1 in bonus. That's the 7th foul against Wind River.
And that's the only benefit for Dubois right now, down 13, is that they're going to start getting 1-and-1s anytime there's a foul.
Yeah, and Calder Johnson comes out of the game. You mentioned he was a little winded, bright red cheeks there. As going to the line, Clayton Rux, who hasn't scored until now, got the free throw.
Rux was a great option in football for Ryan Wells to toss it to. He scored a lot of touchdowns this year.
Next shot is up, in and out, not good. Wiley Shearer goes high for the rebound, off to Lenhart on the fast break. Lenhart stops on the outside to Shearer. His shot's blocked. That's the second block of the game by Wells. It goes over and out of bounds. Turnover, Wind River.
I have it marked down as his third. He actually blocked a shot by Wiley earlier, but it blocked right into Wiley's hands.
That's his average. Yeah, that's
3,
right.
So I think he has 3.
3 blocks in the game. Now Nate Hinkle comes down for the Rams, off to Rux. Rux tries a 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Wiley Shearer. Outlet pass to Rowdy Shearer. A turnover, and that was out of the end zone. No good.
Look who's here.
Yeah.
Little Sanderson.
We have little Sanderson, little Brecken Sanderson.
New baby, first baby born in Thermopolis of the new year, actually.
Yeah, how about that?
Clayton trips up a little bit at the half court line.
Yeah, tripped on the paint.
Wow.
There's the give and go. Up underneath Hinkle, 2 points. He now has 5, and it's 30-20. A 10-point lead. In the corner, J.C. Herbert for 3 is too long. Rebounded by Wiley Shearer. The putback is good.
Boy, he's got such a nice shot. It looks pure, and it is pure half the time that he's putting him up there.
Wiley with over 1,000 points here in his career at Wind River. Here's the ball down to Jonah Ord. On top, Hinkle has it underneath. Shot by Wells, goes up, off, not good. Rebounded by the smallest guy out there, Amos. Off to Herbert. Herbert in the corner. Wiley Shearer back to J.C. Herbert. Near side, Rowdy Shearer. There's Amos for 3. It's in and out. Rebound pulled down by Chamley. And Dubois slows it down.
Yeah, Ryan Wells had to listen to what his coach was saying, so he's going to be right over the timeline here.
Halfway through the first half of play, there's Rux, almost lost the ball on top of the key. Now gives it over in the near side to Chamley. Chamley to Wells in the paint, shots up, and no, and he's fouled.
This has not been Wells' night. He's missed 3 layups and a couple threes so far.
Yeah.
For someone averaging 25 points a game, it's very difficult for him to try and have a bad night, but right now it's just not going his way.
Amos picks up the foul for Wind River, and Wells, who has 6 points in the game, is 0 for 1 at the free throw line. Now he's 1 for 2. Goes in. And Calder Johnson coming back in. Wambi Romero coming back in. J.C. Herbert going for a bit of a rest. And someone else went in for a rest.
They all need it right now with the way that they're playing.
Next shot is up. He gets them both, and it's 32-22. 10-point lead. 4 minutes to go here in the first half of play. It's Braden Lenhart. Lenhart at the free throw line. Kicks it over to Wiley Shearer for 3. It's in and out. Not good. And the height that time by Dubois. And Caden Chambley got the rebound. Gives it off to Hinkle. Hinkle on top of the key. Near side to Crux. He moves it over to the left side outside. Halfway between the 2 lines. There's the pass. Now goes to Chamley. Chamley back over to Wells on top of the key. He loses the basketball. Wamley almost got it. Underneath the basket. It is taken away now. Wind River gets it in a foul on Dubois on the attempted steal back.
There was so much happening right there. 24, Caden Chamley ends up getting the foul there.
That's his 3rd personal foul, Sean, and the 3rd team foul. So Wind River has it out of bounds in front of the Cougar bench. Lenhart has it as he walks it across the timeline. He looks to the right side, has the ball knocked away, stolen by Wells. Wells all alone, lays it up, and he finally scores one there. So it's a 8-point game now. Here's Amos off to Lenhart, cross court. Wiley Shearer for 3. He nails it. Wiley Shearer for 3, his first 3, and he now has 7 points in the game, and it's 35-24. 11-point lead, 2:53 to go, first half of play. Down court, Jonah Ord has it underneath to Wells. Little soft jumper is nice.
Boy, if Wells and Wiley, if they both can get going and get on a heater there, they're hard to stop.
Underneath the basket, the ball's knocked away, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Wind River.
Yeah, Ryan and Wiley both can do it underneath the basket. They can do it from a little bit shorter range. They can do it from long range, as you've already seen. It's just they're 2 guys that you have to account for, especially if you're playing against them.
Oh, what a play.
Nice.
J.C. Herbert into Wiley Shearer for 2 on the easy inbounds play. 2:30 to go, 37-26. Ryan Wells comes down outside, loses the basketball. It's on the ground. We'll have a held ball, and it'll go to the Cougars, I believe.
Boy, J.C. Herbert is playing with 100%.
We have
Wells is hurt again. He has done nothing but get hurt today.
He is favoring. Well, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be right back.
Wyoming Community Bank is ready to serve you. Stop in at any one of their branches located in Riverton, Lander, and Dubois. A bank that is owned and operated by the locals of Fremont County. Wyoming Community Bank. They're here to help you.
Are you a caring person that wants to help but not sure where to go? Wyoming Senior Citizen Inc. is looking for caregivers across the state. Call 307-856-6880 to find out more information. They would like to wish all Fremont County athletes good luck this year.
Well, Sean, Ryan Wells is being helped off the floor.
He can't
very,
put it
very
right on.
tender on that one ankle. And Cougars will have the ball. Not, as you mentioned, this has not been Ryan Wells' night. Coming in, we have Hinkle, and also coming in, Jonah Witonski. Witonski now in for Wells. Here's Riley Shearer. Shot is up, off, not good. He gets his own rebound, puts it up and in.
Boy, he does that a lot. Get his own rebound, and then he puts it up. And now Dubois is going to have their first possession without Ryan Wells. They're going to have to figure out where they can get some scoring here.
Here's Hinkle. Hinkle, long pass down court is intercepted by Wambi Romero. Rombi to Leonhardt. His shot is no good. Air ball. Rebound, J.C. Herbert. Turnaround jumper is good by J.C. He has 14 points now. Minute 42 to go. First half, 41-26. Wind River with the lead over the Dubois Rams. Down court, it's Ord. Ord on the near side to Chamley. Chamley moves it across the key, now back to the right-hand side, and around the horn it goes. Up on top of the key, Hinkle for three. It's up, off, not good. Rebounded by Wiley Shearer. Shearer off, down court, 2 on none. Underneath, Romero. Oh, he missed the layup. Wambley Romero.
No one near.
How many times have we seen that this season?
Yeah, right?
These easy layups, whistle, and he stepped out of bounds.
I think JC was going to steal that anyway.
Yeah, so that's another turnover. That's the 14th turnover. In the first half, Wambi Romero comes out of the game, and Remy Herbert comes in. Remington Herbert, call him Remy. Here's Braden Lenhart across the timeline. Far side to Shearer. Wiley has the ball underneath. It goes. Shot is up, not good, but drawing a foul on the play. Wind River will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Personal foul comes up, and it goes against Chumley. That's his 4th.
Wow. Already.
Dubois is in trouble.
Yeah, and JC just knows how to get where he needs to be, whether it's under the basket or whether it's outside the key. First free throw's missed by Herbert. But JC just finds a way. Every time you think that he's not there, he's there.
You know, you were talking about a kid with purple hair earlier this evening here in
there he is.
in the Cougar Den. Years and years ago, when JC and Rennie were just little kids in middle school, they both had purple hair.
They've always been Cougars.
They have always been Cougars. Here's Nate Hinkle, drives it on the right side outside, midway between the two lines. Ball is knocked away. Picked up underneath the basket by Chambly. Underneath, stolen away. Another turnover by the Cougars. Underneath, J.C. Herbert for 2.
He's going to reach 20 points before halftime.
Has 17 points in the game. 25 seconds to go in the first half. It's 44-26. 18-point lead by the Cougars. Looking for the last shot here, probably by Dubois. Down court, it's Clayton Rux in the lane. Shots up off the glass. Boy, they just can't buy a bucket. Wiley Shearer, long pass down court to J.C. Herbert, who can't control it. It goes out of bounds, and it's a turnover for Wind River with 5 seconds to go.
The good news for Dubois is it's almost halftime, so they're going to get a rest from these fast breaks here. But they need to find something offensively in this second half. They cannot come out here as flat as they've been.
And they've got ice on Wells's ankle down there. That's the halftime, and our score, the Wind River Cougars 44, the Dubois Rams 26. We'll be back.
Why should you Choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care. In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
All right, and we're back at the Cougar Den here with our female players of the game, both Papa Murphy's and Gatorade player of the game here. Allison Tidzump, our Gatorade player of the game with 14 points. Allison, it seemed easy for you under the basket tonight. What was happening that was going well for you?
I was just rebounding and trying to score the ball.
And you were doing a great job with it. When it came to the way that Dubois was attacking your guys' offense, it seems like they wanted you to shoot a lot more threes, and you were able to find your way around their defense and get in the paint. Is that something that you do well, or did it just happen to be really, really well tonight?
It's something I try and do. Like, as soon as our team shoots, I try to go to the basket and try and get a rebound and put it back up.
You were doing it great tonight. You had a lot of good free throws too. When it comes to Wind River, what makes this Lady Cougars team special? Why should you guys be feared going into the rest of the season?
Well, we have 2 new players that came in this year, and that made us a lot better, and we're starting to learn how to play as a team.
That's good. Well, hey, I enjoy talking to you, but we're going to give it to Jenkins here so that we can still have our halftime show. Thank you, Ms. Tidzump. And now to our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Allison Jenkins with 16 points. You were hitting it from all over the place tonight. What was really going well for you?
Just hustling and good passes and getting to the open spots.
I see your shirt. Do you watch a lot of WNBA?
Of course, who doesn't?
So do you try and mirror your play after a specific player?
Kelsey Plum.
And you're doing a great job. She would have been really proud of you tonight.
Yeah.
What do you think it is that you do, that you bring to this team, that you do so well?
I want to say hustling and pushing the ball, because last year I noticed that they were timid out here on the court.
Are they giving away a dog?
Yeah, that's a cute dog. You should go buy it.
I think they are auctioning off a puppy. Is that really true?
Yeah.
$150 for a puppy. Jenkins, I know you want to buy that puppy, but we got to finish this interview here. So I'll ask you the same thing that I asked her. There's a lot of games left in this season. What makes you guys so dangerous in this 2A class?
Just that you don't know what we're going to do on the court.
Well, I appreciate the hustle. You were really good at stealing the ball. You were getting in between everyone. Was the plan to do half-court defense the entire game? Because you guys were doing it really well.
No, so we've been working on this, we'll do a full court press, then drop back to a half court, then drop down into a zone, and then we'll drop into a man. We've been trying to work on that, and I think it worked really well tonight besides, our man. We need a little bit more conditioning. But other than that, I feel like we're excellent.
Well, I appreciate you ladies coming up and stopping by. We hope that we can see you guys again later on this season. Have you guys done anything for service week specifically at school?
Just dress-up days and, day auctions. And we have this, what is it, the coin thingy, where your class has to, bring as many coins as they can.
That's cool. Well, hey, thanks, ladies, again, and I really appreciate it, and we'll see you later on this season, okay?
All right, Amanda Jenkins, out.
Papa Murphy's is proud to sponsor this week's Player of the Game. For a limited time, enjoy a Papa Murphy's barbecue chicken pizza made with KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce. After the game or anytime, you can't beat the fresh ingredients and authentic flavor of a Papa Murphy's Take and Bake pizza. And you know it's baked right every time because you baked it yourself. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton. Drop in or order online at papamurphys.com. Go Wolverines!
Wind River coach, girls coach Cody Klein. Cody, we saw some play of the Wind River girls that I haven't seen in years. You guys were hitting give and goes. You were getting rebounds. The team seems to be hitting their stride.
Yeah, we've been working on just playing as a team and relying on each other, and we spent some time on it, and it's starting to click. So tonight it was nice to see them really dish and help each other on defense.
Yeah, there were a lot of assists out there in the first game, and Dubois started to give you some trouble with their half-court defense, but you guys were able to overcome that.
Yep. Sometimes the press can kind of catch us off guard, and I guess that's why you press. And the girls did a good job of settling in and just kind of playing their game and getting through it. So I was really proud of them.
Amanda Jenkins was 16 points. She was monster under the boards.
Yeah, she plays with a big heart too. I mean, she really comes out, and sometimes I might make a wrong call, but she plays so hard she'll cover for me sometimes. I really appreciate what she does on the floor.
Yeah, the rebounding was really great tonight, especially with Allison Tidsum.
Yeah, she's a force down low and has been for us all year. She's quiet at times, but she deserves a lot of credit. She's in there battling, sealing, boxing out, kicking out, holding the back of our press down. She really does a good job for us.
Now you guys came out really, really strong, and Dubois got behind by a bunch early.
Yes.
That really helped you keep the lead the entire game.
Yeah, yep. And, we've been working on playing with the lead, and I really think it's starting to sink in how we have to play with that. But, it's been my first time having a couple leads like that as a coach, and so we're all getting used to it. So.
Yeah, well, it looks like the team is really gelling and coming together. I thought they played an excellent game tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, and they're a wonderful group of girls that work hard, and they deserve all the credit. They come into practice with great attitudes, and they're willing to go through some drills that I know they think are goofy, but by the end of it, they're working hard and having fun. So I really appreciate those guys.
Well, it shows up in the way the team is playing. Those crisp passes and getting under and blocking out underneath the basket, getting those rebounds, second chance shots. There were a lot of those.
Yeah, and we've been working on that. We realize that in basketball you get a lot of your points off of what we call trash points. So it's not really designed, but all of a sudden you got to improvise. And so they're really working hard on Justin, making clean, crisp passes, like you said. So
yeah,
I'll take it.
All right. Well, Cody Klein, congratulations on the big win, number 4 for the Lady Cougars.
Yep, I appreciate it. It's a pleasure talking with you.
You bet. Okay, head girls basketball coach Cody Klein, and the auction continues out front. We've raised a lot of money tonight. Unfortunately, that cute little purebred dog did not get a bid at $100. I'm sure it might go in the silent auction, though, because people are more apt to get something like that in a silent auction. And we'll be right back with more right after we listen to this.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Okay, so we have just learned that the auction up until this morning had raised $7,300 for Patty Griffith, and we're really excited with that number. We've been selling a lot of baked goods.
Yeah,
baked goods. Matter of fact, I bought a bunch of stuff here from the Lakeview Gardens. It looks like we've got some yummy trail mix and chocolate-covered cinnamon bears and assorted sours, and we've got some sanded gummy worms. So that was pretty cool. Say, we're back almost ready to go here with the third period of play. Wind River leading by 18 points. It's been 44-26. And in this contest, Sean, so far, we have Wiley Shearer with 11 points, J.C. Herbert with 17. And on the other side, we've got 6 points by Ryan Wells, who was out of the game with an ankle injury. Dubois gets the ball to start the second half of play. Here's Clayton Rux. Rux almost lost the ball. In the middle it goes to Chamley. His shot's up, not good. Wiley Shearer with the rebound. Long outlet pass to Wombly Romero for three. It's good! Wombly Romero.
That looked more like a 2. He took a long step inside. I think they gave him a 2.
Yeah, they did give him a 2. Well, no, it was 44, so it's 47. He got a three-pointer. Dubois on the rebound now. With it is Ord. Ord to Crux on top of the key. Right side ball's intercepted. Turnover by the Rams. Wombly Romero for 2 more and 1. Wombly gets the basket, and he'll get the free throw. Personal foul is going to go against Chamley, and that's 5 on Chamley, I think, isn't it? Or is that 4? That's, 23, I'm sorry.
There you go. That's Clayton Rux.
Yeah, Clayton Rux is his first foul. Shot by Wombly is up, off, not good, and the rebound goes to the Cougars out on top. Now back on side to Wombly for another 3. It's up, off, no good, and it goes to Shearer. Shots up, off, not good. The other Shearer, Wiley, gets it. J.C. Herbert in the corner.
Pass.
Wombly underneath the basket. Up and no, not good. Ball comes away out to the forecourt. Picked up by Nate Hinkle for Dubois. And the ball knocked away by J.C. Herbert. We've got a 2-on-1. Herbert lays it up and in. J.C. Herbert, 19 points in the game. We have a whistle and a timeout for Dubois, 51-26.
From the field to the court to the pool and beyond, Fremont County athletes give their blood, sweat, and tears for their teammates and community. Why compromise that with alcohol or marijuana? Help your athlete make the most of their playing time by avoiding the dangers and impact that substance use can have on their performance and future. For more resources and information, visit FremontCountyPrevention.com. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Rux in the corner for the Dubois Rams. His shot is up and blocked by Wiley Shearer, and we have a foul or a travel. We've got a foul. It's going to go against the Cougars' Rowdy Shearer, and that's his second personal foul.
Boy, I'll tell you what, I have not been to a basketball game that smells this good in a very long time. Everyone's getting their food and opening it right by us. I'm
right by
jealous.
us. There's Chamley in the middle of the lane. Turnaround jump shot. No, not good. Rebound fought for. J.C. Herbert gets it. Long pass down court. 2-on-0. Wiley Shearer. Oh, he blows the layup.
I think
that has happened so much time.
I think he got blocked, actually, if we're being honest, by Jonah Ord.
Well, I tell you what, it was a great play. Here's a turnover now. Wind River gets the ball back again, and another turnover. Shots up and good by Chamley. He has 4 points in the game.
Another
10
steal.
points turnover, and ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Wind River. Coming in now, Calder Johnson, Remy Herbert, and Amos is coming in. Lenhart and Rowdy Shearer and J.C. Herbert coming out. Here's the inbounds pass to Wombly Romero. Romero on top of the key. Long pass near side to Herbert. Remy over outside the arc to Wiley Shearer. Back over to Remy Wambach into Remy. His shot is up, off, not good. Rebounded by Shearer for 2. Wiley Shearer.
That's what he does best. He can get those rebounds that not very many others can get with his size.
13 points in the game for Wiley Shearer, 53-28. 5 minutes to go and 13 seconds here in the third period of play. On top of the key, Wisnowski with it underneath the basket. There we go. Nice layup. Oh, perfect layup by Nate Hinkle on the feed, and it's 53-30, 23-point lead. Here comes Amos for the Cougars. On top of the key to the left side, Romero for three, in and out, not good. Rebounded by Calder Johnson, puts it up and in. Calder Johnson for the Cougars was 6 points in the game. 55-30, 25-point lead by the home-standing Wind River Cougars here at the Cougar Den. Down court, there's Ord in the middle of the lane. Nice shooter. Oh, it's up, not good. Rebound, up and in. That's Chamley with his, eighth point of the game.
Wow, Wombley Romero went up and fell hard, and it's going to be a foul, but he almost had that and one there.
Yeah, almost had the and one. Here is the foul is going to be on Jonah Ord, his first. Already the second team foul. And at the free throw line, Wombley Romero, he's 0 for 1 there, has 5 points in the game. Shots up, good. Nothing but net. Coming back in is J.C. Herbert. Herbert's going to give Wiley Shearer a little bit of a rest. Gets the high five from Coach Justin Walker.
Romero's a 47% free throw shooter.
Shots up and good. He got them both.
Both of them there.
He's 2 for 3. And now Remy Herbert comes into the game. So we got the two Herbert brothers. Oh, no, that's Braden Lenhart. I'm sorry. Braden with the purple shoes.
Well, Remy's still in there, so you got both the Herbert brothers.
Right.
No Shearer brothers.
Underneath the basket, turnaround jumper from 7 is an air ball. Rebounded by the Cougars. Down court, Lenhart is fouled on his way to the basket.
Boy, and this Rams team's trying to get some stuff done without Ryan Wells. Looks like he's still got ice on his foot down there. He probably will not come back in this game. And Dubois just trying to get anything done. As soon as they make a shot down here, though, Wind River is out rebounding them and out hustling them. There's just not a lot they can do.
Lenhart at the line makes the first shot. He'll get one more. Now has 4 points. 58-32, halfway through the third period of play here at the Cougar Den and Pavillion. Next shot is good. He gets them both. 59-32. Cougars with a runaway here. And, of course, Ryan Wells is not in the game. He suffered an ankle injury there in that second period of play. Here's Hinkle. Hinkle gets the ball away over to Wisnowski. Wisnowski to Rux. Rux is fouled underneath by Lenhart.
Yeah, it looks like he got hit in the face there.
Yeah, first foul on Lenhart. 3:50 to go in the third period of play. 59-32, and a little girl going out to play in the contest. Thankfully, they got her off right away. Here's Hinkle on the left side outside. Around the horn it goes. Rux has it now. Underneath the basket to Chomley. Shots good. Caden Chomley, now he's had 6 points in this quarter. And there's a turnover. No, he didn't see it at all. Down court. Oh, it's stolen by Remy, and he goes out of bounds.
Boy, you do not see JC not get the ball like that. He, I don't even know if he was expecting the ball to come his way, but it hit him right in the back.
3:30 to go here, third period of play. Inbound shots up by Wisniewski, not good. Rebound by Chomley for 2. He's got 8 points already in the quarter, kind of picking up the slot for Wells. Remy for 3, up, off, not good. Rebound underneath by Amos, and he's fouled under the basket and will go shoot free throws.
Yeah, Witonski looked like he pushed him just to get him the ball. And, yeah, that's going to be on Witonski.
And that is his first personal foul. 4th on the Cougars. Amos has 6 points, going for his first free throw. And it's rims out, not good. He'll have one more. Cougars 59, the Rams 36 here in Pavillion. Amos at the line. Shot's good. So he gets 1 of 2, and it's 60-36.
This was not the way the Rams were thinking it was going to go, especially with the talent that they have on this team. They have some good shooters outside of Wells. It's just Wells kind of takes that spotlight. And, you know, every now and then when Wells has the ball, you can kind of see other players step up, but now they have to step up.
Chomley underneath the basket, turnaround jumper is off the glass and in.
And it's Chomley that's being able to do it right now. They're going to have to do something else.
10 points in the quarter for Chomley. Lenhart on top of the key. 22-point lead by Wind River. Here's Lenhart. He drives underneath to Calder Johnson. His shot's long. Tip goes to Johnson. His next shot is not good. Rebound on the floor, and it picks up by Wind River. Out on top of the key. Here's J.C. Herbert in the lane. Shots up and in.
The offensive rebounds are killing Dubois right now.
62-38, 2:27 to go, third period.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
Back again at the Cougar Den and Pavillion, 62-38. The Wind River Cougars leading the Dubois Rams. 2:27 to go. Dubois will have it in the backcourt. Clayton Rux will bring it into Nate Hinkle, and Hinkle will bring it down court.
Last auction item just went up too.
Yeah, we had the last. Boy, they've raised a lot of money, and there's a lot more to go. They've got the class competitions tomorrow, and they still have the silent auction. There's a steal by Wiley Shearer, alone and in.
Oh, he could have dunked that if he wanted to, but he went for the layup.
Yeah.
That would have made this stadium explode.
Dubois brings it back now, trailing 64-38. Dubois, Hinkle on top of the key, moves to the left-hand wing. On top of the key, almost stolen by Romero. Now it's underneath the basket. Chumley, Rux for three is way off the mark, not good. And the rebound will go to Wind River, last touched by Nate Hinkle. Coming into the game, Jonah Wintonski. Coming in and going out of the game is Cash Unger.
And we didn't even really call Cash's name.
No, he just came in and played a minute and then left. Here's Lenhart to Romero. Romero underneath. The ball's knocked away and out of bounds, and it'll stay with Pavillion. With Wind River, in Pavillion.
In Pavillion. You can call him that if you want.
Yeah. Okay, J.C. Herbert to take it out in front of the Cougar bench. High pass over to
Rowdy. It's stolen.
Yeah, and it was taken away. Turnover by the Cougars. 3-on-1 underneath. Winkowski traveled with the ball. Oh, goodness sakes.
If he had caught the ball and just went straight up, he probably would have had an easier two, but instead he came down with it and then tried to turn and ran into a whole bunch of Cougars. That's not going to work.
Lenhart brings it down with a minute 10 to go here in the third period of play. There's Wiley Shearer underneath to Rowdy Shearer, and his shot is blocked. Picked up by Dubois Chamley.
Oh, wow.
As stolen away by J.C. Herbert. Lenhart with a shot up off no good. Rebound pulled down by Chamley for Dubois. Here's the outlet pass to Rux. Walks it across the timeline on the far side outside. Moves towards the corner. Now he cuts inside. Shot from 5 feet. No, not good. Rebounded by Rowdy. Rowdy gets it. Passes down court. Here comes Lenhart. Lenhart stops, drives underneath the paint, kicks it out to Romero, back to Lenhart. Lenhart in the paint underneath Rowdy. Gets two. Rowdy Shearer now has 4 points in the game. That was a real nice feed.
That was. And I think that if they keep doing that, they're going to win by 40 points. But right now they're only up by 28.
Yeah, here we go. Rux in the corner. Shot by Hinkle off the iron, not good. Romero with the rebound. Outlast, there's a long one by Hinkle. Oh, wow. It almost rimmed out. And that's the end of the third period of play. Boy, and after three, it's Wind River 66 and Dubois 38.
A well-drawn-up game plan can be the difference between wins and losses. The same can be said about your mental health. Making a game plan to talk to your children can make a huge impact on them and help make them feel supported and listened to. The good news is, this winning game plan isn't hard to implement. All it takes is you starting the conversation and being ready to talk. If you need helpful resources and tools, you can visit FremontCountyPrevention.com.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Well, only 2 players scored in that period, Sean, for the Dubois Rams. It was Caden Chamley put in 12 points, and Nate Hinkle 2. Wow. Only 2 players scored. As we mentioned earlier, Ryan Wells, their leading scorer, injured an ankle in the second period, and we haven't seen him since. He's on the bench icing that ankle. Wind River has the ball. Calder Johnson has it knocked away, picked up by Wombley Romero. Romero goes in on the corner, knocked out of bounds by Rux, and Wind River will control.
Well, that was a good look there by Romero. He should have just gone in for the layup. I mean, he would have either gotten the foul or gotten the points, either way.
Inbounds pass to Amos, back to Wiley Shearer. Wiley takes a 3. It hits the front of the iron, not good. Rebound comes down to Wintonski. Wintonski off to Rux. Rux midway between the 2 lines here in the forecourt. Underneath, foul is going to be called on Remy Herbert. Sorry about that, Remy. First personal foul. Not a shooting foul. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. 66-38, our score on our WyoToday.com scoreboard here on KFCW 93.1 and Wyo Today YouTube. And a travel.
We're on 93.9, my man.
Oh, that's right, for Dubois.
Yep, we wanted to get this game out to Dubois since we don't get to do as many Rams and Lady Rams games. But it's in your head, 93.1. That's where we'll be tomorrow with Lander as we're driving to Powell tomorrow.
So on Wyoming's Big Country, Wiley Shearer with a nice drive. Shots up off, not good. Rebound out of bounds off Wind River. And the Cougars will go on defense. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to go. That's right, I forgot about that. We have a better signal up in Dubois on 93.9. Down court, here's Hinkle. Hinkle has the ball taken away from him. Long pass down court. Wiley Shearer for 2 more.
You can see how this guy scored 1,000 points. He is so fast for his size, and he's able to get open really easily. But there on the fast break, you just got to get him the ball. He'll do the rest.
Here's Clayton Rux, puts one up from 10. No, not good. Wombley Romero with the rebound. Long outlet pass down to Remy Herbert. Remy from the lane. Got it!
That was Amos.
Oh, that was Amos, not Remy. I'm sorry, Amos.
Amos did a great job there of getting the ball and planting his feet. He knew that he was going to have to do something as soon as he landed, so he just put up the ball rather than look for the pass.
Jonah Ord with the ball, hands it off to Hinkle, far side outside. Underneath it goes Chambly. Chambly underneath the basket, can't shoot. In the corner, back to Chambly. Chambly now turns around, shoots and hits. Caden Chambly now has 16 points in the game. He averages 8. He's double his average. Here's Wiley Shearer off to Remy Herbert. On top, Amos. Shots up off, not good. Fight for the rebound. Rux wins it for Dubois. 5:53 to go for the Rams. Looking for some more points. Rux on top of the key. Goes in the middle to Chambly. Ball's taken away. Another steal. With it is Wombley Romero. Lays it up and in.
Romero's had so many steals just in this last 2 quarters alone. And a timeout by Dubois to try and stop the bleeding here. 5:36 to go in the game, 72-40, all Cougars.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And right now we're going to go with the Dubois Rams as Hinkle brings it down to Rux on the far side outside. Rux moves it toward the corner underneath Chomley. Chomley has it now. Here's the bounce pass back on top to Hinkle. Hinkle loses the ball, picked up by Dubois though. Rux has it now in the middle. Chomley from 10 feet. No, not good. Rebound by Rowdy Gaines. And he gives it off to Calder. Calder for the Cougars to
lost it.
Yeah, to Lenhart. Braden Lenhart has it. Yells out instructions. Just underneath the timeline. Now he takes a move to his left. J.C. Herbert back underneath. Rowdy. Oh! It was almost
that was a crazy play.
Yeah, here's Calder. Shots up off, not good. Rebound, and we've got an over the back on Dubois.
For those listening on 93.9.
What was I trying to say? It was
I don't know. It was a behind-the-back pass alley-oop to J.C. Herbert, who definitely has the hops, but the ball was a little bit too high.
An alley-oop.
Yeah, it looked like an alley-oop, but it was like a behind-the-back, no-look alley-oop to J.C. Herbert. And for the life of me, I can't imagine that that's worked too often for them, considering how short Herbert is. But he almost had it, man.
It's 5 fouls on Chomley, and he'll have to leave the game.
And he's just now finding that out.
Yeah. Chomley.
Oh, maybe it's 4.
Oh, they called it on the wrong guy. It was 23,
yeah.
Clayton Rux. There's a shot up off by Calder and in for 8 points, 74-40. Down court, Crux has it for the Rams. Crux drives the baseline, is fouled by Calder.
And, this game, Dubois just wants to go home.
Yeah.
They're like, why do we have to keep stopping the clock? Let's just get out of here.
We didn't get any of the goodies,
No, right?
None of the baked goods.
They didn't get to get any of the chocolate cake or nothing.
Or the brownies. Or here's a shot by Chomley. Good. Chomley gets it. He now has 18 points in the game.
Well, and he has to, but Chomley, whenever Wells is happy.
Oh, there's a great shot by Braden Lenhart, now with 7. That was a running one-hander, 76-42. And there's a steal by J.C. Herbert, one-on-one, lays it up and in. J.C. Herbert with 23 points in the game, and we have a timeout. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go. Wind River 78, Dubois 42.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
And we are back here at the Cougar Den as the home team is up 78-42. 4 minutes, 18 seconds to go. I saw the Cougars come out on the court, so I took it off the ads there, but a much longer timeout than we thought, as you can hear the pep band just going to town.
Yeah, they're doing great. Wind River's had a drum line for years, but this year they have a pep band to go along with it. First time we've heard On Wind River live in a long time. Here comes Dubois with the basketball. It's Clayton Rux, far side outside. Rux drives the baseline, blocked out there by Johnson to Chomley. Chomley jump shot from 10, no. Rebound, pull down. There's a long pass down court, and it's kicked, and it'll be Wind River's ball. And that was Jonah Ord who made the kick.
I mean, he did all he could. That was going to be a pass to Romero that he could have turned around and found an easy, open, Rowdy Shear.
Womley Romero on the far side, fake the three-point, drives into the baseline, kicks it out to Johnson for 3. It's up, off, not good. Tip is up, not good. Another tip, and Womley gets the rebound.
And
he stops and shoots up another one, and it is good! Womley Romero with 3, his second 3 of the game, and he now has 12 points in the game. 3.5 minutes to go. It's been all Wind River, 81-42. We're 1 point away from a running clock. Underneath, Hinkle puts the shot up. Not good. Rebounded by the Cougars. Calder Johnson comes away with it. Boy, he's got the reddest cheeks I've seen of anybody out here today.
He's tired.
He's tired. In the corner it goes. Underneath, there's Johnson for two. And a timeout by Wind River. And we're having a wholesale change.
You can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
I don't think I have all these kids' names. We've got 5 new players on the floor. Do we have that Wind River roster around here
right
somewhere?
Here.
Okay, here we go. Dubois has the ball right now. All the players are being changed out with just 2:47 to go. Here's Hinkle on the far side. Bounces underneath. There's Chomley can't shoot. On top, there's a shot. Up, off, not good. Rebounded by Darian Perry. Long pass down court is intercepted by Dubois. Almost, we got 3 players on the floor. Here's a shot up by Hinkle. Up, off, not good. Rebound comes away. Bringing it all the way down and laying it up. Oh, he misses the layup. Rebounded. Shots up. And it's not good. Another rebound. It's finally good.
Even the third stringers are getting more offensive rebounds than Dubois is able to get to tonight.
Darian Perry with the basket for the Wind River Reserves, and we're at 2 minutes to go in the game. Around the horn, Unger with it for Dubois. Has the ball stolen away. Underneath the basket. Shots up and good. And this was that 11?
Yes.
That's not Wambi Romero. That's Darian Perry. He has 2 baskets already in the 4th period. Whistle and a foul is going to be called on Joaquin Stevens. So Joaquin gets his first personal foul. And coming into the game for Dubois is Wintonski. And coming out of the game, Caden Chomley. Well, that's a cute picture.
I know. My wife's going to be very jealous, and there's a big 3 there by Hinkle.
Yeah, Hinkle gets that. He now has a total of 10 points in the game. Down court, there's the ball knocked away. In the corner, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wind River Cougars.
We got a lot of
Chris Bootler.
We've got a lot of cuteness here today. We had a puppy up for auction. We got 2 or 3 infants I see, including our own Lane Sanderson's Brecken here.
Yeah.
And if my wife is listening, you should be jealous, babe.
And
loses the ball.
You'll have yours pretty soon.
Yep.
Okay, 2-on-2. Rebound. Oh, a block shot by the Wind River Cougars. Outlet pass comes down underneath the basket. Layup is good by Perry. Darian Perry with 6 points. Just a half a minute to go in this ball game. Wind River is going to win. 89-45 is the score. Here's Hinkle. Hinkle moves it over on the far side underneath the basket. Shot is up by Unger. No, not good. Rebounded by the Cougars. Coming down, laying the ball up, and he gets it! 34, and that is Anthony Muslium. So Anthony gets it. There's the shot at the end of the game. Nope. And I tell you what, the final score, 91, Wind River 45, Dubois.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Natural Health Solutions offers treatments for a variety of conditions, along with nutritional counseling, chiropractic, acupuncture, and more. Treatment plans designed individually to optimize your health. Call for an appointment, 856-8181 today.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
Ernie Over and Sean O'Brate back at the Cougar Den in the Pavillion, and we've got kind of a partial wrap-up here on the sales that were going on today, Sean.
Yes, we do. As you all know, we've mentioned it 1,000 times. It is Service Week here in Pavillion. They're raising money for Patty Griffith, a longtime Board of Trustees member. Husband was a custodian, and she is fighting pancreatic cancer down in Arizona. So before the game, they were looking at about $7,500 already raised. Tonight they raised around $1,900, Ernie. You add that to the current online auctions, and you are almost at their goal of $10,000. And that doesn't include what the kids are going to do tomorrow and the online auctions that continue until Sunday, February 5th. If you'd like to donate money, you can find the link to this Service Week story on our WYO Today Facebook page. But you can also contact the middle school and high school office of Wind River out here at 307-856-7970. It's for a great cause, for a great person, and a great school.
And, of course, Patty Griffith was a sensible nutrition educator for the Wyoming University Extension Office for a great number of years and worked both on the reservation and in Fremont County. Well, I tell you what, the drum line doesn't want to leave tonight. They're still going pretty hot and heavy over there on the on the far side. Let's take a look at our Click It or Ticket postgame show, and we're going to have a look at the scoring in the game. 2 players in double figures for the Dubois Rams. Caden Chamley had 18, Nate Hinkle had 10. 6 points for Ryan Wells, who left the game in the second quarter with a badly sprained ankle. 4 points for Jonah Ord and 1 point for Clayton Rux. And I tell you what, Caden Chambly really came up and filled in the gap for Wells.
He really did. I want to applaud Coach Walker for going over after the game and talking to Ryan Wells, who could not even stand in the high five in the shaking hands line at the end, and he had to be helped out of the arena. Yeah. He's in a lot of pain, and Coach Walker went over there and he applauded him and said, "I know you're a good player. It would have been a different game if you had been here." And all of our thoughts and prayers out to Ryan and his ankle right now, hoping that he can get that healed up. And we got Coach Walker and our players of the game coming up here. And Ernie, I'll let you talk to the coach if I could talk to the players, because I have a feeling that JC is going to bring the exact same intensity he brought to the game as he is to the mic. But before we do that, you were going to tell us the scores for the Wind River players.
J.C. Herbert, top scorer, 23 points. Wiley Shearer had 19 points. Wambi Romero with 12 points. Calder Johnson with 10. Amos had 9. Braden Lenhart had 7. Darian Perry had 6. And Rowdy Shearer had
we'll talk
4.
to JC first, if that's okay, and then
Those
Wiley.
were the. You're going to go with the players first.
Yeah, let's go with the players first while we're here.
Hey, JC, congratulations.
Great game, JC.
Great game. I'm going to give you my headset here.
All right, our Papa Murphy's player of the game. JC, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Well, hey, man, we've talked a couple times. Football season, basketball season, we know you're good at both. You were playing with 110% intensity tonight. What was that about? Was that every game, or is that just against these guys?
It's just what Walker's been kind of pushing with us, that we need to get out and play that aggressive style of basketball. That we don't have the height advantage, so we need to get out and run them. And I think that's what we got to do in order to win it all.
And, I mean, you definitely put up a bunch of points tonight, but you also had, I would guess, because we stopped counting at about 5 or 6, I'd say you'd have about 10 steals. That's something that he also kind of works into your game, is to make sure that you stay down there before the inbound passes. You were getting a great amount of inbound passes stolen.
Yeah, that's just something that we rep at practice, that we have to have fast hands and quick feet and everything like that to get the steals and easy buckets right there.
Well, this team was definitely already looked at as a very dangerous team in 2A, and you went against one of the best teams in 1A. Granted, they lost Ryan Wells. What was your game plan heading into this? Obviously, you wanted to isolate Wells, but after he went out, what was really different about your game?
Yeah, honestly, we kind of knew that Wells was going to score on us, so we had to try to just eliminate as much scoring on him. But when he went out, our game was just to play straight up, good positioning, fundamental defense, and then just get out and run the ball.
And last question, I know I asked you this for the paper, but what do you like playing more, football or basketball?
I'd have to say basketball.
Can you tell me why?
Just the family and just the atmosphere of it all. I just love it.
Well, it's a great family when you have a guy like Wiley and a guy like Rowdy that can bully people underneath the court or underneath the basket. What is different about this team than maybe the last couple years that you've been playing here?
Well, I've been playing with this group of guys since I've been in 5th grade, so I've always been running with them, have class with them, so it's just the bond is just stronger between us. We know where each other's going just because we've been together so long.
Well, awesome. Hey, I appreciate it. Congratulations on a great game. Enjoy your free Papa Murphy's pizza, and we'll let you hand that off over to the Gatorade player of the game here.
Awesome. Thank you.
And our Gatorade player of the game, Wiley Shearer. Wiley, you let me know when you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well, hey, you don't have to sir me. I feel like I'm closer to your age than we are to his. But great game.
Thank you.
We talked back when you scored 1,000 points, and it's been a couple good games in a row now for you since then. What was really going your way tonight? Obviously, you were getting great open looks, and you were really going fast on the fast breaks.
Yeah, we been talking all week about pushing the floor, and I think we just executed that tonight, and we outran them.
Yeah, and as far as defense goes, you guys were heavy on the steals. JC said it perfectly. You have a lot of fast hands tonight,
yeah.
And they were getting you great open looks. Is that kind of your game plan going into every game?
I mean, yeah, kind of. I wouldn't be where I am today without my teammates and getting me open, and I just like to take advantage of them setting me up.
What's so dangerous about this team? You're about to head into regionals here in a couple weeks, in about a month, really. What's going to make this team able to go all the way to the top this year?
I think the brotherhood we have, our chemistry, we're a family. We all stick together, and we play really good together, push the floor, and, yeah, just keep working.
And as a senior, this is a senior-heavy team right now. With all that experience going, is it ever kind of I don't want to say the wrong word here, but does anyone really ask for the ball more than the others? You said there's a brotherhood, but there's a lot of seniors that probably want to get those shots in.
Yeah, I think everyone is a team player, and we play as one group, and it's not one-man show. So.
Well, hey, how great was it to be able to play in front of your home crowd on a night like tonight, especially Service Week?
It's amazing. I love it. I love Service Week, and I love our fans, and it's amazing. I love it.
Last question. Coach Walker's really got you guys coached up well on offense and defense. What does he kind of do to you guys in practice to make you prepared for a big game like tonight against a big player like Ryan Wells?
Just this week, we ran the floor a lot, and we went a whole practice of just running the floor one time, and it was tiring, but it obviously worked out well tonight.
Yeah, you guys have some conditioning. They were hands on their knees the whole game. You guys were pretty gassed, but you couldn't tell. So congratulations, Wiley. And again, congratulations on 1,000 points.
Thank you.
We'll let Coach Walker now here talk to Ernie. And here, Coach Walker, that'll be yours. That'll be his. Thank you.
Well, Coach, it's great to be back in the Cougar Den again.
I know. It's great to have you here. We've missed you.
Yeah. Well, this was a heck of a night, service night for Wind River, you got one more day to go, and we understand you raised about $1,900 today.
We did, yeah. That's what Emily just told me. She said in this live auction piece, we're at about $1,900. We raised a little over $2,000 in our date auction. We had a good time doing that. And then right now we're sitting pretty close to $8,000 on our online auction. So we've got some great items on there, and we hope people get out there and continue to bid on those.
And, of course, this is to benefit Patty Griffith.
Yep, Patty.
Longtime board member here and a longtime community member and suffering from pancreatic cancer. Now, this is the 13th. The service week, and you guys have raised an awful lot of money over those years.
We have. We started this. I started this when I was the girls' coach, and I challenged our girls to do a service project. And I think the first year we raised a little over $1,000, and then every year after that, it's just been incredible. We've raised $10,000 plus. One year we raised $23,000, and so we're well over that $100,000 mark.
Well, it's a great project, and we're glad that you're doing it.
You know what? We have an amazing community, and it's just awesome to be able to see everybody come out. It was fun to have Dubois here tonight and watch them participate as well, and have them get involved in it. Things like this is what really makes our community unique and special, and so we're excited and happy to host it.
Well, Coach, I know that you like to get out to a fast start, and you certainly did tonight.
Yeah, we did. We really challenged the kids this week to play at a higher level, and I thought that they did that. They stepped up. We were missing Hunter tonight, and so it was a little questionable on what that might look like on our transition game, but I thought they did a fantastic job.
You scored over 20 points in each period, 24, 20, 22, and 25. This was a pretty overwhelming win.
Yeah, when we get out and play the way that we do, our kids naturally, they shoot better, they play defense better, and it's the style of ball that they actually like to play. And it's funny when I say that because it hurts. It doesn't look pleasant, doesn't look enjoyable, but the kids really enjoy that, and it's what we train for in our practices.
Well, you guys had an edge on rebounding tonight. You had a huge edge on steals. And that was really a big difference in the game.
Yeah, I think we ended up out rebounding 38-19, and so that was one of our keys tonight. That usually is, since we're not a very big team. And I thought actually Motto Amos did a fantastic job of just keeping the ball alive on those rebounds. Lots of hands on things. He wasn't necessarily the one that ended up with the ball in his hands, but he was the one that was keeping him alive. Wiley was double digits on the rebounding tonight, and just across the board, it's the kids did a nice job of rebounding the ball and then automatically getting out in transition.
Well, Wiley is double-double for the season. He did it again tonight.
He did.
Yeah. What can you say about J.C. Herbert? Boy, he was a racing machine out there tonight.
The kid's just got a motor. He's fun to watch. He is. We use the quote with our kids. We want you to be. We want people to hate to play against you, but your teammates to love to play with you. Right. And I think J.C. is the epitome of that. People absolutely hate going up against him because he's fast, he's quick, he's aggressive. There's absolutely no way that he drops his attitude. He just loves to compete. But yet you look at the team and the kids absolutely love to play with him because they just have that support from their teammate with a guy with a great attitude. And it just shocks everybody what he can consistently do, how quick he gets off the floor, how high he jumps, how fast he really is. And I thought he did a fantastic job tonight, especially in that first quarter.
23 points.
Yep.
Yeah. And Wiley Shearer had 19 tonight, and he had a great second and third period.
Yeah, Wiley started off a little bit slow, but then really connected. I think the thing that really impressed me the most with Wiley tonight, we talked about it at halftime, he had 6 turnovers there in the first half. He saw the man there but didn't throw the right pass, and he ended the game with 6 turnovers. And so he really cleaned it up right there in that second half, and thought he did a great job of controlling the ball, controlling the boards, made some great smart choices, and really played good basketball.
Coach, we talk about good sportsmanship all the time, and you tonight after the game went down to visit with Ryan Wells. He couldn't even stand up and walk. He had a pretty severe ankle injury. That was a good move.
Well, all of us are in it for the same reason. We love our kids, and you hate to see not only a kid go down, but Ryan's a great basketball player. He's having a great season. It's his senior year, and he's a phenomenal player. And I've known Ryan for a long time, watched him play ever since he was in middle school, and so a lot of respect for him and a lot of respect for those Dubois kids, man. They just get out and get after it. They've got great attitudes, and they're a good basketball team. I'm excited to see what they're going to do down here in this stretch.
What does the rest of the season look like for you now?
So we've got Big Piney Saturday, and then we go our second round of conference games. We'll play Shoshone next Friday, Grable Saturday, and then we go Rocky Mountain the next Friday, and then we finish off with St. Stephen's.
Okay, and you're in good shape to make the playoffs.
I certainly hope so.
At the 2A in Riverton.
At the 2A, good news is everybody goes, so we're in good shape to make it.
That's right, yeah.
But we've got to make sure that we control our games here in the second round of conference play. We have not played to full strength yet. We had Braden out, who missed for the first half of the season. We had a couple guys out right there in the middle of the season, and Hunter's out right now. And so I'm excited to get everybody back on the floor on Monday and be back to really truly full strength to right here at the critical junction in the season.
Yeah. Wind River head basketball coach Justin Walker. Now you're also the principal of Wind River High Middle School.
That's what they tell me.
Yeah, that's got your name on the door. What kind of transition has that been like?
It's been great. We have just an absolutely incredible staff at the middle school, high school. People who are, number one, they're extremely talented teachers, and number two, they jump in and help wherever they can. And so when you have that kind of a family here, that kind of a staff here, it makes that transition a lot easier. Worked with a lot of them for a long time, and so having that opportunity to be able to go in there, we've got a great superintendent, a great school board, and so it really makes it easy in the transition piece to really understand and know what we need to do to carry out the education, the best education for our kids here at Wind River.
Yeah, and you do have a good program here.
Yeah, absolutely we do.
Yeah.
And great kids.
Yeah.
You can't beat the kids. They're just wonderful.
Coach, congratulations.
Thanks, Ernie.
So good to see you again. And
it's great to see you.
Do another Cougar game.
All right, appreciate it.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
You bet. Justin Walker, head coach of the Wind River Cougars. And I don't know if there's anything else we can say about this game, Sean O'Brate. It was a pretty good one.
It was a good one. The girls' game was, I think we were expecting the boys' game to actually be closer, and it ended up being way more of a blowout. The girls, we kind of thought maybe Dubois came out a little flat, and really, even with Ryan at the beginning of this game, Dubois Rams came out more flat than the girls did.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that maybe they'll be able to go back and work in practice and see what they have without Ryan. They have a very small roster. They're going to have to get something out of everybody. They only have 9 players, and that's including Ryan Wells. So you're going to have some kids for the rest of this season that are going to have a lot of weight on their shoulders, and they're going to have to do a lot more on the court than they did tonight.
Sure will. Well, I'll tell you what, Sean, you and I are motoring up to the North Bighorn Basin, second trip up to Powell this year, and we'll play the Powell Panthers, boys and girls, on Friday, and then go over to Lovell Saturday afternoon for boys and girls, and then back home here to Fremont County.
Yep, and Lander boys really looking to redeem a bad loss against Lyman. They had multiple opportunities to win that game, and they just missed easy shots against Lyman at home, and that was after they beat Pinedale in Pinedale and then lost to Riverton in Riverton. So they're just having an up and down week, and I hope that they can get it together this weekend and come away with 2 wins. As far as the girls go, they're just trying to get their footing underneath them with new head coach Melinda Cox, and they're really just trying to find out their identity. I mean, it's very hard for that team right now to, if you watch every game like we have, it's very hard for them to pick and point out their identity or even their main player. It could be Darian Bell one night, it could be Megan Winfield another night. It's not like Dubois where Ryan Wells is going to have a good night. And it's not like Wind River where Wiley and JC are going to have a good night every night. It's with Lander girls, it is up in the air, and I don't know how they're going to look against Lovell, but Powell is a very winnable game for them.
This is the Clicker Ticket post-game show. Ernie Over and Sean O'Brien. Our score here tonight, I think it was 81-45.
Yes,
is that what it was? Yeah, 81-45. Wind River with the big victory. They move on the season now to 8-7, and Dubois moves to 8-7. Also in the overall. This was not a conference game tonight. Nope. Well, we'll see you on the radio and on YO Today YouTube coming up tomorrow night from Powell. So want to say thank you. Who was doing our
Kirk.
Was that Kirk Baxter again?
Kirk, if you can hear us, my phone has no service, so take us off after this, after we say goodbye.
All right, we're going to say goodbye right now. Join us again tomorrow. We'll be back on our regular station for the Lander Tigers, KFCW 93.9 and YO Today YouTube.
93.1, but you
93.1.
You're all over the place.
I'm all over the place today. Okay, thanks. Have a good night. Drive safely, and we'll be on the radio tomorrow.
Collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.